counting myself out of this game. It feels like hell. Remember to still be humble. When people ask what's going on around me. When people ask what's going on around me. Maybe here's my notice. I'm moving forward past this. Acting like I'm so fearless. But in reality, I'm scared crapless. Oh no, it's my turn to change the narrative towards self-worth. We're changing things. Now I'm in charge, darling. Don't be afraid to hear a story that makes you feel so blue. These are happening daily. So go and help someone who needs to become free. Oh yeah, we're all becoming free.
Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the
When you
horizon.
feed the donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show. The show where you'll find science lessons.
Says, when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses.
Wow.
I
thought
think
were
about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading?
Have an orgasm? I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't do that for you. It's like, oh yeah,
Great deals.
computers and accessories
wait,
special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if, do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store to price match it?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Good.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See, everyone. It's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh!
Kiki what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. 'Cause GMS starts right now.
Morning, gamer! It's time for Gaming Morning Show on Friday, November 12th, 2021. Thank you for being here wherever you may be. It could be Facebook Gaming, it could be Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, it could be GamingMorningShow.tv. Any way that you find us, that is how you found us. That's a fact. That's how we're doing this show today. With Sean, Mike, I am Hefty Goof. It is good to see you. Bear is hanging out. Bear's just growing along. Look at Bear. Just getting bigger by the day.
He demanded either the lips come back or he gets slightly larger.
And which one did Bear pick?
It was up to me, and I had to get rid of the lips.
I was gonna say find out on Gaming Morning Show, but it's been decided. Send us a little bit more if you would for us this morning. We got a topic of the day that's kind of fun. Well, I have some cool days of the day as well. Apparently, it's already influencing our friends in chat. We have stories of the rarest mammal in North America, which is always exciting. Dog TV is expanding, which means that apparently Dog TV is working. Has anyone watched Dog TV?
It's for our UK friends, I think. So
Is that who it was designed for?
I think so. Yeah.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Well, I mean, I don't think it was like for our friends in the I think it's for the dogs in the UK.
I think it's gonna be
that
hilarious.
has not come to America yet.
If we read the description for Dog TV, and it's like, this channel was specifically designed for the dogs of the UK. Of the UK.
It kind of is.
Also, we have a serious story. I repeat, a serious story coming from our filler stories this morning. We're gonna have to do this one first.
It's a feel-good story.
Aw, I like it.
It feels good.
I like warm and fuzzy, Mike.
I do. I do too.
So that's all I had.
Speaking of warm and fuzzy, do we broadcast on the hub? You said you can find us like everywhere. Are we on the hub yet?
No, you can find us on the 4 places that I said that you could find us on.
I'm gonna have to look into that and see how we get on that though.
Good luck.
Expand the audience.
Good luck. It's going to be a fun show. We're excited for a Gaming Morning Show, morning gaming news. Coming up, birthdays, this day in gaming history is on the way as well. Today is happy hour day, and apparently that's resonating with folks. I think it's appropriate that it's falling on a Friday, as happy hours can be a good way to unwind after a long day of work. Whether you're getting your favorite appetizer, whether you participate in alcoholic beverages, you can unwind with some liquid happiness, as it reads in the copy from daysoftheyear.com. So we're asking you today, what is the best appetizer, and where's the best happy hour deal that you've ever seen? You have to maybe tell us like it's there now, but I recall like I went to a place and they had like 4 breadsticks and 2 beverages and a small hamburger for $4, right? Like, have you ever seen one of those kind of deals for a happy hour? I'm curious. I like happy hour.
My favorite happy hour deal that isn't there anymore was half off apps at Applebee's after 9 p.m. And I don't think they do that anymore, but we did that all the time in high school. We would go there
all the time
after 9 and just get like really cheap mozzarella sticks and nachos, and they had little like appetizer tacos, and it was great.
Yes. that's yeah. We would when I worked at camp, if you weren't actively with kids, you were able to leave after 9 o'clock. If you were, as long as you were back before 12, and we would go to Applebee's and we would do that.
Nice.
So we'd go and we'd get a big thing of nachos, and we'd get some mozzarella sticks, and we'd get gosh, what else did they have? I mean, we would just get a whole ton of stuff and devour it.
Mike job number 4.
It's a good job. I just realized how much different our experiences were growing up, because you're like, I went to Applebee's during high school, and I'm like, I didn't go to Applebee's till I was in college. When I left the small town and discovered the city and the bright lights. Different time. It was a different time. Listen,
bright lights.
we got a place called McMenamins in the Pacific Northwest. They do a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we
right?
do.
And I think it's after 10. I wish it was after 9. And I think I like do that thing. It's like the Big Daddy scene where Adam Sandler's trying to get the kid a Happy Meal or get kid breakfast at like 11.
Someone get this kid a
Happy Meal.
Muffin.
So it's closed at 10:30. We'd always go to McMillan's and be like, "Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Let's get the tots for like $4 or $3." And it was like, "Sorry, that doesn't start till 10." I'm like, dude, crushing my soul. Kate Zaid is here this morning, already saying gonna get happy hour today. Kiki Lowe was here at 5 o'clock.
How is Kiki alive right now? Kiki, have you slept?
I mean, to be fair, I guess it's like 1:08 or something like that. Ooh.
Yeah, but do you know how late she was up last night?
No.
She was up until midnight our time.
Oh, playing
11?
the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how Kiki's like doing anything.
We got Arturo Cam
Baby
for the first time today.
Oh. We have a secondary cam. Nice.
Arturo Cam. Kate Zaid, as I mentioned, is here. Forgiven John is with us this morning. So Forgiven John said, the first morning yawn with your arms in the air is such a good full body stretch. And all I could hear is Sean's voice going, how's it sound? Because I can't even. Oh, yeah, that's all I could hear in my ear. But I tried to get it out of my ears and I couldn't because it was inside my head. So it's important to stretch before gaming morning show for sure. So be sure to do that. Thanks for everyone hanging out with us this morning. Downs is already looking for happy hour. Can I start drinking? You have our permission. If you would like to, that is something you are able to do if you would like.
I love Applebee's now too because they have that. It's like for the 4 o'clock happy hour from 4 to 6 as well, and they have these like little mini tacos with chicken in them, and usually they're like like $7 for 3, but then you can get 6 for $7. It's a meal unto itself.
Nice.
Love it.
Like tiny tacos.
The kitty bitty little tacos.
Oh, the little taco. Oh, the little bitty taco.
Scott Chick's already doing Scott Chick's job this morning.
A warm welcome to our deputy cat petter, Scott Chick.
Really likes the bow tie. Which one is on today?
It's his orange November bow tie.
November
Autumn
bow tie.
Ooh.
How similar is it to his October bow tie?
Well, the October ones were Halloween themed.
I really thought they were the same color. You have 2 different ones? That's so great. He's very into Thanksgiving mode now.
Yes. Wait till you see his Christmas bow ties.
Scott Chick gotta go do work breaks and all that stuff, so keep being awesome and we'll catch you next break. That sounds like a good plan. Among the other days of the day today, too, it's Chicken Soup for the Soul Day, Fancy Rat and Mouse Day.
Whatever. Why can't rats be fancy too?
I'm just wondering if a fancy rat is a categorical, term for a type of rat, or if fancy is in fact an adjective, and people are dressing up their rats.
It's a specific type of rat, and I only know that because we had the same question last year.
No, we did. I'm sure this. So I saw this on the rundown. And I was like, didn't we just talk about this the other day? And then my brain thought the same thing. I was like, oh crap, this is probably from a year ago.
Off the top of my head, Fancy Rat and Mouse Day gives us the opportunity to celebrate these beautiful creatures. Not to be confused with wild rats, the fancy rat is the domesticated brown rat, while the fancy mouse is the domesticated form of a house mouse. Both are very smart and affectionate and make ideal pets, particularly for children. But since there's much less looking after than a dog, cat, or a rabbit, and they don't make as much of a mess. And apparently there's like a fancy rat and mouse thing this weekend where like people judge them, and I don't know if you like put a bow tie on or whatever, but
It's like a pageant?
yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah.
What's the
So
talent
to celebrate it, go out and find some fancy mouses and ratses.
Okay. Anyone have a fancy rat or a fancy mouse? Does anyone know anybody who does?
We had 3 house mice in the garage last year. I guess who doesn't exist anymore.
Let's have a moment of silence for the unfancy mice that were taken care of last
I
round.
asked them many times to please leave, and they wouldn't, so I had to evict them.
Fair enough. Evict them from their life.
Said, sorry, guys. Ah! They're done.
Turbo Swim is here this morning. Where did all that hair on Mike's head come from?
It's usually under this. So.
Do you got important work stuff today?
Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff to do after I leave here. I'm actually very excited for once.
I am really sorry that I only assume that you have something to do when you're dressed up, as opposed to
Yeah,
just assuming
no,
you
it's
show
true.
up all dressed. Okay, just want to be
Yeah,
fair
no.
to you know.
If I just worked from home or went to the office, my hat would be on right now. I'd have a funny T-shirt on. But I'm still wearing shorts though. That will never ever end. I'm doing
not
the
good.
movement
It's not get
to.
absurd.
Yeah. I'm trying to start the movement that business casual doesn't necessarily mean slacks. It can be nice shorts. They're not like cargo shorts. They're like nice shorts with a little electronics pocket on the side.
Stuff that I used that to organize my work stuff. Nope. Leave it.
We're listening into a conversation between Arturo and Sean. This is
Does
live.
Arturo listen?
This is live right now.
Oh. Do you just say words?
Come back, didn't he? Oh, he left.
Okay.
Who won?
Well, I mean, at least he didn't take it with him, but the Velcro thing I used to wrap up my cords is now on the floor instead of on the desk where it was.
Well,
So when you say like tell Arturo things, does Arturo like listen like when you say leave it and yada yada yada, or is it just kind of like you say words and that's that?
He listens and then specifically does the things you say not to.
Okay, gotcha.
he absorbs the words, they go into his brain. Whether he chooses to use them, it's another story. Today is also Pizza with the Works, except Anchovies Day. Get wrecked, Anchovies. Are anchovies automatically included in the works?
I don't know. How did you get that?
It's also in the store.
Oh, yeah. You should look at Mike's
to
car.
buy an
Mike's
extra
got the, what's it called? The Echo 1?
Ecto one. Yeah.
Ecto.
I was really upset there wasn't a Ghost Cell. I always said I would never buy anything for Rocket League. And then I
car's
saw
pretty-
this and was like, yep, need it.
The car is pretty cool. But I didn't want to. I didn't want to just copy you, so I was like, ooh, Marshmallow Man.
But did you have to buy the Marshmallow Man?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a set.
sad.
Oh, crud.
Yeah, I thought the same thing when I saw Mike in the preview window with the car. I was like, I thought Mike said he wasn't going to buy anything for this game.
I was like, I will never do it. And then I turned it on and that popped up and I was like, oh no.
It's pretty good.
I have to. It's
Kate Laugh's already in today saying, rude, anchovies are great.
that's not true.
Listen up here, Crapple Man. Get out of here with your anchovies.
We let you go with the pork pieces, okay? We let you do that for 2 days. We can't sit here and let you talk about anchovies in a positive way. Which, honestly, I've never had an anchovy, so I can't actually tell you if they're good or not.
I've had it
especially
on
on a-
pizza and it's not good.
Yeah, I've heard it's just really salty.
Yeah.
That's honestly all you can taste. It's like crunchy salt. Like
Crunchy
large
salt.
crunchy salt. Which I mean, salt is crunchy to begin with, but like imagine having a piece of salt the size of like a mini Kit Kat bar. It's awful.
K-Laugh goes, oh, wow, judging foods before we try them. Here we go again. We are taking it off
I've
the
tried
track
it.
methodology, aren't we?
K-Laugh.
We had our ambassador, Mike O, try it for all of us.
Of course, I was like 12 or 13, but I mean, that was enough to know I don't ever want it again.
I mean, the reality is I like most fish. The only seafood I don't really like, oysters and clams on the shell or however that works. Like, I like clam chowder, but I don't like having to take it out of the
Chowder.
shell. So there's really few pieces of seafood I don't like, so I probably would be fine with anchovies. I've just never been like, yeah, that sounds like something I want to add to my pizza.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because anchovies is just like, I mean, you get anchovies out of a can. It's for the most part, they're not like, most of the time, they're not like fresh anchovies, so they're not exactly good. They're just super, super briny.
Damn it. Anchovies come from a can.
They were put there by another fish. Did you know that? It's
A larger fish.
a larger fish, a bass. Oh, gosh.
Bass.
Sea bass, probably. Nice.
They were put there by a bass.
I mean, it makes sense, right? What else are you gonna put in there? What other fish? Maybe like a hammerhead shark.
Could be a halibut. Halibut are pretty badass.
Oh yeah, they're kind of jerks.
That'd be a big can.
Or a flounder.
You know,
Sounds
this-
like something a flounder would do.
You know what they say about a big bass.
I like
They're
big
salty, but that's what beer is there to fix. You're not selling this very well, Kyle. And that gets a Kyle. That's not a K-Lab because it's very.
I mean, listen, beer and pizza is a classic combination, right? So, anything that you can say, like, the only reason I ordered this beer was because I have anchovies. If I didn't have anchovies on the pizza, I wouldn't order the beer, but I needed to have the beer for the anchovy. It's science.
Anchovies on a half shell. Anchovy power.
Oh, that's true.
It's also, I mean, we've kind of stalled out on these because there's a whole bunch of good ones today. It's also French Dip Day.
French dip sandwich. Oh man.
When you
I need to
French
stop
dip my
writing the
pizza,
food ones in the
French
rundown.
dip.
Did you just
Are you singing the dip song?
Yep.
The French dip.
Nice.
song.
French dip, you French dip. That's a lot of Frenching.
It's a lot more syllables when you add in French dip.
Good morning to you, Load Last Checkpoint. Thanks for being here.
Joel, what do you think of anchovies? You're from Idaho. You got those weird takes. Not really. Do you guys have fish in Idaho?
Yes. Yes, they're fish in
It's just a
Idaho.
lot more expensive.
Well, there are lots of like rivers and lakes in Idaho. You get like a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
trout.
The ocean.
We don't need the ocean
I don't
fish. You just
know.
eat the lake fish.
They're fishing lakes. Since when?
Walleye
I don't know.
is
There's
actually
something sketchy about this.
walleye is an exceptionally good lake fish just for fun.
There's definitely no eyes on my wall. What are you talking about?
I've had anchovies once and it was fine. Not ideal, says Joel. We do have fish in Idaho, but seeing how far we are from the ocean, I don't partake. I wait. What? Joel, you just busted my whole argument. I was defending that damn state. Never mind. Idaho's never seen a single damn fish in their lives. Get wrecked, Idaho. It was like the defense lawyer giving the whole speech, and then the witness or the person on the stand being like, "Yeah, I did it. It was my fault."
I'm not going to get into the case, but the Kyle Rittenhouse case is going on right now, and apparently the other day, one of like the prosecution's like witnesses said something that completely like screwed up the prosecution's thing, and all the prosecutor just goes. And he's sitting like right behind the dude on the main camera, so you're like, oh gosh. So that's what that was right there.
They
That
teach
was
you
the whole fish. That was the fish in Idaho argument.
Did I do that right? Does that look right?
Yep, actually, that's pretty spot on. I was like, oh boy.
We'd like to strike that from the record, please. It's your witness. You called? No, okay, it's fine, whatever. They teach you in lawyer school, like, just whatever you do, do not show emotion, no matter what.
Hey, Sean. Where'd you get the goal celebration?
It's in the item shop.
Yeah, I know.
on
Is it in the Ecto One
the
thing?
featured.
You're listening live to a tutorial
Okay,
on how
thanks.
to buy things from the Rocket League shop.
It's really expensive.
It's a good thing our side conversations never go out on air.
No, it's fine.
That'd be awkward.
Wait.
Okay, we're good.
This could be my side conversation game.
Oh gosh.
It's okay. No one else can see this. This is just for us. It's in the featured item shop. So don't tell anybody else.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, Downs was a witness once.
Down says, I was a witness in court one time, and the lawyer had a question, and I think my answer did not go his way. I felt bad. Or it felt bad. Oh, no.
I was a witness once in a trial, a stalking thing, and literally I walk up and the judge is like, raise your right hand. So I was like, okay. Do you swear to blah 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 blah? I was like, yeah, okay. And the lawyer goes, do you recognize the man in court today that is accused of stalking and making threats? And I was like, yes. He's like, can you point him out? So I pointed him out. And he goes, thank you, no more questions. And I was like, what?
Thank you
I
for
had
your
to wait like 2 hours to do like 5 seconds. Why couldn't I just be like, hey, it's him. Get him out.
The ride at Disneyland goes longer than your time on the witness stand when you sit in line for 2 hours. right.
Answering the do you swear to tell the whole truth question took a lot longer than the lawyer's question.
Like, you should have made it really dramatic and you like stand up and point at him and yell. You're like, that's him. That's the man.
Be very
I
dramatic.
found him. Dear diary, when I was out today. Sir, please leave. Okay.
We haven't even made it through all the days of the day. That's how good this show's going. I love it. We got to get the news. We're going to talk more about it on the other side. I promise. It's Gaming Morning Show. It's time for the news. Here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Friday, November 12th, 2021, and this is your Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news. We have an update to Xbox Design Lab, which is the store where you can fully customize and design an Xbox controller, and they can be made very fancy with different options and different colors. Well, they've added some new options, like rubberized grips, which are available on both the back casing of the controller and the side grips for added comfort and control, especially for those who have the sweaty hands. There's 19 new metallic finish colors, which are available for the D-pads and triggers, including a whole bunch of them. I'm not going to read them all, but my favorite was Photon Blue. Photon Blue is now an option, as opposed to Dragonfly Blue. That's a different blue. And then there's 3 new color options for the controller parts themselves, including Dragonfly Blue, Nocturnal Green, and Velocity Green.
I wouldn't think of green when I think of velocity.
Apparently.
Green is in the race restarts, so green means go, maybe.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe.
That's good.
Trying. Did they make anything like this for PlayStation?
Nope. And I wish they would.
Yeah.
It'd be super rad.
Go Xbox. I want one of
Yep.
these.
No, and if you go on, I'm sure the link that we provided has a link to it somewhere, or you just Google Xbox Design Lab. You can make some really cool ones, and I wish they had something like this for the PlayStation, but they do not.
Aren't they like stupid expensive though?
They can be. They start at $69.99. So if you stay fairly basic, which is changing colors and stuff like that, they're not that much more than a controller would be anyway. But if you get super outlandish with some of the metallic options, and I don't know for sure, but I feel like you had the option through this to add like back buttons and stuff like that. Obviously, that kind of stuff would raise the price as well. But you can make the perfect controller for you. In our next news story of the day, this is from Joseph Noop of IGN. He shares with us that now you can play, or you can watch Twitch on your Nintendo Switch.
Woohoo! I've been waiting so long.
So I guess now when you're on the go, instead of your phone, you can watch it on your Switch. I guess.
I mean, the Switch has a built-in kickstand and is a little bit bigger of a screen.
Yeah. Maybe they were worried about that new Pikmin Bloom game is on your phone, and they're like, oh no, people are going to be too busy with their phones with Pikmin Bloom that they won't be able to watch Twitch, and so now you can watch it on your Switch.
This will be great. It'll give them another reason eventually someday for my kid to be like, can I play Switch? Because then they can also have Twitch. It'll be great. This is great.
Then they can watch Nick Merckx. Don't watch Nick Merckx.
Joel did point out that you can dock your Switch and watch it on your TV. So yeah, I guess if you don't have a better way to watch it on a larger screen,
there we go. Load last checkpoint with a optimistic take.
The voice of reason.
Yes.
He might not have fish, but he has Twitch.
Available next fall. Fish on your Switch.
Fish on your Switch.
Salty. In the last news story of the day, Far Cry executive producer and lead Dan Hay is leaving Ubisoft after 10 years of service.
Oh.
This is from Wesley LeBlanc of Game Informer. He announced his departure from Ubisoft by way of a Video Games Chronicle interview. And he's officially going to be leaving the company like this week after working on Far Cry for more than 10 years. He has worked on all of the main Far Cry games, Far Cry 3, since Far Cry 3, Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4, 5, and then he's also worked on some of the smaller games in between, including Blood Dragon, Primal, and New Dawn. He's worked in various different functions for those games, but leaves the company as an executive producer. Ubisoft has been going through a bunch of internal changes in light of reports that revealed mistreatment at the studio and leadership issues, especially during the industry's #MeToo movement last summer. But there's no indication that his departure is connected to that at all. He hasn't been named in any of the reports of problematic executive issues. So it seems like he is just actually ready to move on and retire. And always last but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. Like Shin Megami Tensei 5 out on Switch. And Game & Watch The Legend of Zelda, available on, quote, handheld. I think it's its own separate handheld thing.
Oh, yeah, isn't that... Yeah, they came out with that thing called the Game & Watch.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is this like an Apple Watch where you can play Zelda on it?
No, I don't think it was like an Apple Watch, was it?
Yeah, I think it's like a little...
Like the games we had in like the 90s? Before Game
before
Boy?
times?
Yeah, it's almost like the size of a... Like those little games you used to get to play in like the bathroom.
Remember
like
those little
poker?
football games?
Yeah, it's closer to the football game thing.
I never knew how to... Oh, wow, look at that. Wow. I never knew how to play
yeah,
the
they did a
football
Super
game.
Mario Brothers one too.
Am I winning or am I losing? I don't know.
So now you can play Legend of Zelda
Nice.
on the go.
Yeah. Because I couldn't do it on my phone before.
And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Punk Wars, out on PC.
Oh.
Okay. Good work. Punk Wars.
CM Punk Wars?
Isn't that a wrestler?
Yep. Sure is.
CM Punk Wars. If it goes well, maybe that'll be the next iteration of it. CM Punk Wars. Congratulations to Punk Wars, out today for PC. You are eligible now for Name of the Month consideration. That'll happen very, very soon, or maybe not at all. One of those two things will be true. Maybe somewhere in between. We'll figure it out. And when we do, if you're a Patreon subscriber, you get double entries into our Name of the Month giveaways. You can find out more at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. We have a welcome subscriber kneecap and adopt Bob tier available to you. And if you missed any of this, search for it on Twitter.
Hashtag GMS Name of the Morning.
All right, it is now 7 o'clock coming up. It's 6:37 right now. 9:37 out on the east. It is 2:37 for those watching GMS over in the UK. I want to get the warm and fuzzy mic going early today. Okay. So we can all indulge in some warm and fuzzy mic. This one is courtesy of somebody who had a trip to Glacier Park, and Amy Beth Hansen of the Associated Press tells us the story.
Wait, like you wanna like live inside of me?
Oof. If we were in
that's not comfortable.
well, if we were in a situation like whatever Star Wars movie that was,
I am not a town,
and it was really, really cold, then I would have to do that.
No, because then you'd have to cut me open.
I couldn't do that. I would just wrap you around.
arms.
Yep, exactly. It'd be a mix of Titanic with the old couple in the bed and Star Wars combined.
So awkward. Anyway, here's a good story. Here's a story about how a bear helped instead of just ransacking someone's house. A little girl who lost a special teddy bear she'd had since being adopted from an Ethiopian orphanage thought it was gone forever when she forgot it along a trail in Glacier National Park last year. Thanks to a social media plea, the sharp eyes and soft heart of a park ranger, and the closure of a hiking trail because of grizzly bear activity on the same day a family friend visited the park, the teddy bear is back in the arms of 6-year-old Naomi Pascal in Jackson, Wyoming. Teddy was the first gift Ben and Addie Pascal sent to Naomi before she was adopted in 2016. She took Teddy with her on family trips to Ethiopia, Rwanda, Croatia, and Greece. When Pascal took his kids to Montana in October 2020, Teddy was once again along for the adventure. Excuse me, I burped. While Pascal and a friend of his went on a hike in Glacier National Park, family friend Terry Hayden watched the kids. They were almost back to Hayden's home in Big Fork that night when they realized they didn't have Teddy. It wasn't too long before Ranger Tom Mazursi, a bear specialist in Glacier, spotted the stuffed bear soaking wet and sitting in a melting snow near the Hidden Lake Trail while he and 2 others were doing some end-of-season work. So a little Naomi got her bear back. Got her bear back? That's weird. But she got her teddy bear back, and I know how important that is. As a adopted father of numerous kids, they come with things that they're very attached to, and it's important that they have those in their lives. And I'm really, really excited that they were able to get that back. By the way, November's National Adoption Month. I love you. Oh, there he is. Also, you shouldn't go hiking with a teddy bear if you're just gonna leave it there.
But what if the teddy bear really wants to see the trail?
Google it.
He likes to hike.
Just Google it.
That's fair, I guess.
Bear, not bear though. He doesn't like to hike.
Well, he's a bear. They don't usually like to hike. They like to sit on their butts and eat fish.
Not an Idaho.
Bear,
though.
do you like fish?
Yeah, sorry, Idaho bears.
He doesn't like.
I don't think there's any bears in Idaho either. Are there any people?
That's why there are no bears there, because they don't have any fish.
Yeah. I don't think there's any people in Idaho either. Yeah. It's just a big empty land. Sorry, Idaho.
Kalaf, we good? Kalaf wrote, and I'm translating here, I made a game with zombies in it, one of 2009's best games. It's also free on Steam. Oh, That's the name of the game. I made a game with zombies in it. And there's an epilepsy warning in it as well.
I thought maybe he had an epileptic like
Was there context with this, K-Love? Did we say something that made you think of the 2009 game?
I think it's also out today.
Is it
is what
about?
he's adding to the out today section.
Oh, I thought maybe it was about leaving teddy bears in the woods and you had to like go get them back.
Tried to connect some dots there, and they were really spread out.
Well, hold on, but if it was in 2009, well, and he's a day, Kyle. We do days of games out today. Today.
Or
Not yesterday.
was this Sean's coy way of letting us know that Sean's also going to start doing out yesterday? It's a follow-up segment to out today.
Out at some point. Maybe a new segment coming out eventually, or maybe it was released yesterday or a week ago. We're really not sure, but it's now available.
Occasionally there are games that come out on Saturday and Sunday, and I never know what to do with them. Just ignore them.
Speaking of out today, big news, everybody. Taylor Swift's album Red, Taylor's version, is released today. Yeah. Go buy it in stores or something. Go to Joe Nardone's Gallery of Sound, which I'm sure still exists somewhere, I hope.
Or FYE.
Or
Not 5.
The Wiz. Joe Nardone's Gallery. Hey, it is still open. Oh, now it's an independent record store. Whoa.
So way back in May, I pre-ordered the Aerial Nights Never Yield soundtrack on vinyl. And it's supposed to release this month.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping.
Did you know that when you pre-ordered it?
Yeah.
I didn't care. I just wanted it because that music's amazing. So I don't care when it comes out. Just send this to me.
What kind of music is it?
Awesome music.
It's all the
That's
soundtrack
not-
from the game.
That's not. Wait, what was the game called?
Aerial Nights Never Yield. We had Neil
That game.
Jones, the creator,
yeah,
on,
he
and
was
Daniel
on the game.
Wilkins,
Yeah.
who made all the music for it on the show.
I was just testing to see if you remembered.
Well, what
You
was neat
passed.
is when I sent that link out, it has, I think, the colors that they're using the game, like a teal and a purple, and that's what the vinyl's going to look like.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's going to be
It's
pretty
gonna be
cool.
great. I'm very excited to play that all Christmas song.
Load Last Checkpoint said, I cannot deny or confirm the existence of bears in general. They could just be all dudes in suits. In bear suits.
Could they be a lady in a suit? That's Sean's newest EDM hit. Dudes in suits.
That's actually on the Aerial Nights Never Yield album.
That's
It's
on the
Sean's
B
hit.
side.
It might be a C
The
side.
artist behind Boots and Cats.
The artist behind Boots and Cats.
Man, if that goal was on that right side, we'd be killing it right now.
Down says all the Saturday and Sunday games I have missed. Yes, that is true. We have not done right by you, chat, by not sharing all those potential Saturday and Sunday releases.
What kind of heathen releases a game on a weekend, man?
They never seem like
What?
amazing by name.
Was that I mean, is that like, you know how like sports teams will release news at like 5 o'clock on a Friday when they don't want people to actually know the news? Is that kind of like that?
Yeah.
We
Seems that
don't,
way.
we don't want anyone to know that we're releasing this game.
Good moron to you. Hey, it's Brendan _TTV.
Top of the moron.
It's good to see you this morning. The other days of the day. Yes, we're 46 minutes into the show. We still have some that we haven't told you about. It is World Pneumonia Day.
So
Which
if you want to get pneumonia, today's the day to do it.
I was going to say, I hope that's one of those spreading awareness of how to treat pneumonia. I think they just
Nah.
don't do that to make it so that the title is shorter, but it would be better if they did, I think.
Yeah. Because right now there's someone like, Ma, how do I get pneumonia? It's pneumonia day. Go outside in your underwears. Okay. It's from Charlie's Family. It's fine.
It's also Disney Plus Day, which, by the way, apparently Disney Plus is 2 years old today.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure is. Apparently, at some point, they're releasing like a lot of new stuff coming. So we're expecting some new. If you're a Marvel fan, Shang-Chi, I believe is what it is out today. So if you've been waiting like me to watch it, today's your chance. And I think Chris and I are gonna watch it tonight, so I'm pretty excited. But also they're gonna announce some new and upcoming shows for the Marvel series that have been rumored. We don't know which ones, but it'll be pretty cool. But yeah, there's like 25 new things dropping today and a whole bunch of news apparently. So, woohoo! It's also Taylor Swift's Red album day.
Reread.
Oh man, she missed an opportunity.
Well, isn't she labeling all of her re-recordings as Taylor's version?
Well, yeah, because some D-bag, some douche mark, bought all the masters to her, to them, and wants to charge her like stupid amounts of money to like use her own music.
Yeah, sorry, forgive me. I was running under this assumption that people knew that part, and then we should explain that. So thank you for doing that. But I'm just saying, like the first ones that she didn't she label them as Taylor's version? Is that the naming convention that she's using?
The new ones, yeah.
Okay.
The new ones are Taylor's version.
Still could have been reread.
So
but
I'm totally. Yeah. I'm interested to see if they hear any. They're just so you know, they're all new, like different songs. They're just gonna have the same names, and they're all gonna be rapped with Snoop Dogg. Home Alone 6, like legit.
we don't acknowledge the existence of Home Alone 6.
There's what?
Whatever they're calling the new one, Home Re-Alone.
What?
Have you seen the new one that they're putting out on Disney Plus?
Hell no, I haven't.
I thought you were
And
here
I'm not
that day.
gonna. I vaguely remember it, but I think I struck it from my memory.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Home Sweet Home Alone. Ugh.
Terrible. I just want to see a new Home Alone that stars Macaulay Culkin.
See, that would have been better.
But this time, after the trauma he experienced growing up, he's been driven to a life of crime, and he's the person breaking it.
See, that would have been. I mean, trauma's not fun, but like that premise would have been better than making it again. It's the same damn movie.
Or at least this time have it like Macaulay Culkin like leaves his kid home.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I like my premise better.
Oh no, your
premise is great.
Is awesome. He has to work with Marv and the other guy though.
Oh, they actually joined forces? That'd be even better.
That'd be great. See, Disney, if you need us to come over, we can start writing the movies.
We
for
got
you.
you.
How many times do you think he's been approached to do the movie, though, where he leaves his kid home alone?
Honestly, I bet not. I'm sure someone had the idea, and they're like, "Hey, what if we do this?" And one of the execs was like, "No, shut up."
I mean,
Okay.
Kieran Culkin's hot right now. Maybe they could use Kieran instead of, Macaulay. So,
Perhaps.
use a different Culkin. So, Brendan says it cracks me up because a horror game called Home Sweet Home came out, and I'm getting them mixed up. Oh no!
They're the same.
Incorporate some premises from each side. I just hope that if they get Macaulay into the version where he's playing the robber, he still has the talk boy with him. Like it's just like this like twitch that he uses, and he's like, "I'm gonna rob your house."
They do like recon, and like as he's sitting in the van reconning the house, he just pulls out the talk boy, and they left the house at 8:27 a.m.
He used the talk boy and used his electronics expertise to turn it into like a radio, and he refuses to communicate with his accomplice unless they use the radio, and he like yells across the house. He's like, "Use the radio," and the other guy reluctantly pulls out. It goes, he's in the kitchen.
Or it's like Two-Face with the coin. Can't make a decision without playing it through the talk boy first. 7:50 next hour, 6:50 right now. It's 9:50 out on the East Coast, 2:50 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. I don't know why I want it to be 7 o'clock so badly, but yep, apparently I've tried. Let's do birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate with us, please let us know because we would like to celebrate with you. Today is the 76th birthday of Neil Young, the musician.
This is stupid. That should be rocker.
Yep. Especially with that picture.
Yeah, for real, right? Which is also an awful picture.
Where was this taken at?
It looks very familiar. I feel like he was like in Napa or something.
Yeah, by the purple background, it's got to be the Napa Valley Music Festival.
No, and that background reminds me of the Napa Valley Expo.
Yeah, for sure. And
been there a lot.
They only mic'd up the drums in that specific way in the 2019 version, so that's probably like May 25th, 2019.
That's fair.
May 25th, huh? That's nice.
I think it's funny. It says he's been nominated for 27 Grammy Awards, but it doesn't tell you how many he's won.
Could you imagine if Neil Young had won 1 out of 27? It's rough. It's worse than
I
the
wouldn't
Detroit
be
Lions.
shocked just because weirdness.
I really like Jimmy Fallon, and Jimmy Fallon does a pretty good Neil Young impression, but one time he did it alongside Neil Young. If you can find that clip on YouTube, it is hilarious. Like, he's got Neil Young to a T. So, Megan Mullally, 63 today.
2 wins.
63, really? Wow. Okay. The fun facts about her dad. Thanks, Dad Mullally. Her father once appeared in an episode of The Twilight Zone.
I mean, maybe Megan's never been in anything, and so they had no fun fact they could find. It's just that Megan's an actress and never been in anything, so...
She wasn't in the super great show Will and Grace.
If you ignore Will and Grace, then, you know...
She's in some new funny
She's in a whole
thing,
bunch
too.
of stuff. I'm just trying to, like, I don't know what
Funny thing
Cleveland.com's doing. It's crazy.
Stop defending Cleveland.com.
Tamala Jones turns 47 today. Films include Booty Call, The Wood, Kingdom Come, The Brothers, and What Men Want. 47 today.
Nice.
Actress Ashley Williams is 43 today.
She's also, I like that they're standing in front of a wall of money. I know it's just a picture, but...
And
I like
judging
to
by
think it's
that
real
wall of
money.
money. I'm pretty sure Ashley Williams was in How I Met Your Mother, but I could be making that up.
I mean, who wasn't in How I Met Your
That's
Mother?
true. It's true.
It's like Friends.
Ryan Gosling turns 41. Be still my heart.
Oh, he's originally from London, Ontario. Originally, not the sequel. The sequel's from Park Slope, Brooklyn. I don't know.
Sequel. It's not over. Still isn't over. Actress Anne Hathaway, 39 today.
What? No way.
You know, they use the Macaw, Jewel, and Rio films as the fun fact. But honestly, great voice actress in that film.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I like that character.
She's okay, I guess.
Singer Omarion is 37 today.
Oh.
And the NBA's Russell Westbrook is 33 today.
He's only 33. He hasn't even playing for like 33 years in the NBA.
Listen, when Russell Westbrook was pretty early in Russell Westbrook's career, I was like, man, it'd be great if Russell Westbrook became a Laker. Didn't mean now.
Hey, weird.
But
Yeah. Hey, it'd be cool if Carmelo Anthony became a Laker.
Not
Hey,
now.
it'd be cool if Rajon Rondo became a Laker. Hey,
DeAndre Jordan.
it's ridiculous.
Yep. Hey, everyone goes to Southern California to retire, right? Wait, that's Florida.
That's fair. Or well, yeah, you go either one. It seems.
Any other birthdays?
It's guitarist Buck Dharma of Blue Oyster Cult. He's 74. Do 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 do.
There's
I've got a fever, and the only cure is more cowbell.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can you tell me on your side cam though, just because I don't want everyone else to hear?
I mean, yeah, it's appropriate not to let everyone in on our conversation.
Yeah, we need the producers in our ear.
Hey, Ryan. There's a drum birthday. Keep up. There's
got
a drummer birthday.
birthday.
Thanks, Bob. Griffin Goldsmith of Dawes is 31.
Name. What a name.
Loved him in Harry Potter.
Which house are you
We,
a member of? Griffin Goldsmith.
We usually call him GG.
GG.
I'm a Slytherin, thank you.
Speaking of French Dip Day, today is the birthday of sportscaster Al Michaels, who only eats meat.
Okay. That was going to go a lot of different directions.
Going right? Yeah.
I just wondering, like, who was born in France that Mike doesn't like?
Well, it's also Natalie Comaneci's birthday, but I don't think she's French either.
Al Michaels is one of my favorite sportscasters, so
He's a very nice man.
so I've heard. All right, she was in Parks and Recs. Ashley Williams was, or someone else? Yeah, she won an Emmy
Mullally.
and did 8
Mullally.
seasons. But what did Megan Mullally really do? Yeah, if you take out the Emmy, Brendan, and you get rid of, like, I don't know, 8 of those seasons, I mean, really, what did Megan do?
It makes me think of Iron Man when they're like, take away the suit, and what are you? He's like, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. Oh, okay.
That's it, though. So, in the sidebar says Downs, it seems like Sean has a green screen. Nope. It's a ceiling. Sean likes the ceilings green.
There's a tear in Sean's reality over there.
It's true.
Both of those
We,
are reasonable explanations.
We talked about the blinds we got in here, and we were picking out on our downstairs. There's a big slider that we need a blackout curtain in so that the projector looks better, and so we had to pick out a roller shade that was large enough for that. And in doing so, we found one that was green. I was like, let's just do a green one, and I'll just make that the backdrop of the show. My wife wasn't on board with that plan, but
Come on, Sports Talk wife.
Kurt and I were ridiculous. We're on the same page.
Coming this fall. Roller shade from the makers of rollerblades.
Well, then I can make it look whatever weather we want. We can make it sunny every day.
It's Always Sunny in Sean's bedroom.
Yeah.
It's a sequel to It's Always Sunny. That's what I love here.
Specific. 1999, this day in gaming history, Capcom releases the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis game for PlayStation.
Oh, gosh.
We get Engage news. 2003, Nokia confirms that hackers have cracked anti-copying protections in games designed for the Engage video game system.
Take that, Engage.
Love the Engage. Same year, EA put out Medal of Honor, Rising Sun for a whole bunch of machines. Did Medal of Honor ever become Battlefield?
No, I don't think so. It became something else. And I think it became Medal of Honor.
2007, Nintendo released Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii. And the next year, EA put out Mirror's Edge for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. There you go.
Mirror's Edge was fun.
Next hour, it's time for sports. Allegedly, Miss Theo will be here as well. Allegedly. We'll find out when we come back next hour. And then, just getting ready for the top 10 list. This one's going to be a good one. It's, are you brave enough to try these 10 weird pizza toppings? I doubt it, because I dislike everything that is interesting and fun and different. But if it's made out of potatoes, I will rub it on my face.
That's a very
Mike,
strange title.
You did very well controlling yourself once you had Ryan's direct voice in your command. That was the most impressive restraint I've ever seen.
How did the CBC of Canada know my potatoes rub it on my face?
Canada knows everything.
Fetish.
It's the Mounties.
All right, everyone say goodbye to Mike. Mike's got to go do grown-up stuff today. We'll come back next hour. Sean, me, maybe Theo, top 10 lists in sports. It should be a lot of fun. Thank you for being here on Happy Hour Day. Appreciate you being here. What is your favorite happy hour? What's the best appetizer? We'll come back with more on Facebook Gaming, on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and GamingMorningShow.tv.
It is my time to choose, nothing I got to prove, nothing I got to lose. I will not follow you. It is my time to choose, it is my time to move. I will not follow through, cause I got my own mind, winning on my own time. Didn't come when I want it, but it's always on time. I'ma go and get it, and it's all put in my vision. Then I'ma show everyone I can make it. I'm different. You can't stop what you can't see. No more chains, yeah, I'm truly free. I pay my dues, it ain't come cheap. No more chains on me, you can't hold me down. 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 Yeah, no more, no more, no more. 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 You can't hold me. Look at where I came from. I can never fall back to the same ones. Only good vibes now, but the hard times is what we raised from. Turn to the ambition we are made from. We don't run, we don't fall, we don't stop, we don't fail. We take all our doubts, the dark clouds, and we still prevail. Raise a fist to the sky, a solution's there. And we stand for the dreamers, a revolution's here. You cannot stop us. You cannot stop us. There's nothing you can do now. Just watch. There's nothing you can do now. Just watch. It's a revolution. It's a revolution. Yeah. You cannot stop us. There's nothing you can do now. A revolution. You can't stop what you can't see. No more chains, yeah, I'm truly free. I pay my dues, it ain't come cheap. No more chains on me, you can't hold me down. You can't hold me down. You won't hold us down. You can't hold us down. Yeah, no more, no more, no more. 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 Yeah, you can't hold us down. Yo, we gon' hold it down. Hold it down, yeah. You can't hold us down. Hold it down, yeah. We gon' hold it down. Yeah.
We want to make each other happy, you know? That's just in our nature. And it means everything. Everything we do in our life doesn't mean anything if it doesn't make someone's life happy.
Keep each other high. When the rain pours down, when the day goes dark, and it feels like we don't know who we are. Remember, you have me by your side. We're always together.
Warm-up song from Twitch saying so bad. Alien says it was pretty okay. I can picture that in a movie trailer. It's like critics are saying, or no, Alien Anonymous. Yeah, and Alien Anonymous says Sleepers is pretty okay. It's the pretty okay hit of the year.
We'll give it like a solid 5 out of 10.
Awesome. Alien said, I've seen Footloose. It was pretty okay. Alien, you need to make a website where you just have like generic review copy, like The plot was predictable. You know, all these things that could apply to any movie, and at the very end, Aliens rating, it was pretty okay. Number 3, www.itsprettyok.com. Will someone check and see if that domain is available? I will pay for your first year, Alien.
Sorry. Okay, I'm back.
Alien, could you give us a review of Maiko's 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon? How good was it?
It's pretty okay.
That domain does appear to be available.
Are you serious? It was prettyok.com is available? Alien, I'm sending you a 2020 end of year gift.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, list of the day and sports. Join our Discord and become a Patreon. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. Time for hour number 2, right now.
Morning, gamer. Thanks for being here. We continue the show. It's Friday, November 12th, 2021. Sean on the left. I am Hefty Goof. It is good to see you. Top 10 list coming up this hour, and we will also have sports, allegedly. That's on the way. This edition of Gaming Morning Show, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. We reminisced in that first hour when it came to happy hour. You were talking about Applebee's. I remember, man, like Friday nights, college, Applebee's was the first spot that we used to hit.
It was a pretty good one, yeah.
What is your
Applebee's was? Oh yeah.
What is your favorite appetizer?
Depends on what mood I'm in.
Sorry, what is one of your top 3 or 4 appetizers?
Mozzarella sticks are up there. Onion rings are up there. Tots are up there.
Ooh. Yeah.
And I also I'm a huge fan of chicken wings, boneless wings, saucy nugs, if you will. But I don't typically think of those as appetizers. Usually when I'm in the mood for wings, I want like a bunch, and then it's a meal.
Yeah. Because you said the thing about tots, and that's one of my favorite happy hours at McMinimans, because you can get like a small like quarter-pound burger and some tots for like $8, which in the Portland area is relatively cheap. Beers are like down to $4, which is pretty okay, and all that stuff. But when you said tots as an appetizer, I'm like, I do like tots as an appetizer. I like tots as a side. I'll eat tots anytime. Like, it's just pretty much tots could be a meal, and I'd be good with it.
They're so good. So versatile, those tots.
Yeah, I haven't been to an Applebee's now. I think for a while I was doing a radio show every week at Applebee's. So maybe since 2015. I don't know if I've been. We've ordered Carside to go. I do know so it's not like I've been completely absent from an Applebee's, but I have not been to an Applebee's for happy hour in a millennium.
It's been some time.
I don't want to exaggerate, but it's been at least a millennium since I've been to Applebee's. Okay. Don't want to exaggerate, though. Chris M.E. is here. Good moron to you, Chris. Also, we never did say good moron to you, Jordy.
Top of the moron.
It's good to see you as well. You came in during the break, I believe. Kajito is lurkin' gherkin today. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it, Kajito. Kate Zaid is on Kate's way to get happy hour a couple of times today, I'm imagining, because that's what Kate said at the beginning of the day, was we're going to get some happy hour. And, listen, there's happy hours at like 3 o'clock or happy hour, after 9 o'clock. So, works. What's fried cheese? Is that different than a mozzarella stick?
I believe so.
Tell me more, Jordy. Is there a difference between mozzarella sticks and fried cheese? Now, damn it, I have that song that's on the stupid commercials for Applebee's in my head. Oreo shake with the sirloin something, Bourbon Street with the Oreo shake, and there's some something with the thing. I think I said that song. Those lyrics were verbatim.
Yeah. Now it's stuck in my head because.
Good.
But that version.
Oh, good. Take that one with you. I love any cheese, to be honest, fried or otherwise, says Kajito. I mean, listen, yeah, cheese. When Aaron Rodgers, it sounded like that kind of came out with like the TB12 method, and I remember Aaron Rodgers saying at some point, like, eliminated cheese from the diet. That would be one of the harder things for me, like whether I grew intolerant to lactose or, just had to change my health because it turns out like cheese is the reason that, I feel like crap all the time, right? Then that would be a sad one to lose, cheese.
It'd be tough. Cheese would be hard.
Down says, where I worked, we did deep fried halloumi. Halloumi? As a side, either plain or battered. Just need 1 second. Oh, it's like a mozzarella type cheese, it looks like. Semi-hard, unripened, made from the mixture of goats and sheep milk. Sometimes cow's milk. It has a high melting point, so it can be easily fried or grilled. We did it.
It's a popular meat substitute.
Yum. You could have a French dip with halloumi and Swiss. Think about that. Kajito says cheese is the reason I couldn't go from vegetarian to vegan, although I really enjoy cashew nut mozzarella. Best vegan cheese ever. Good moron to you, Quiet. It's good to see you. Quiet had never heard about this either.
Good moron.
But then Brendan goes, a doctor to me. You have to, you play the role of the doctor. I'll be the role of.
We have your test results, and you're gonna have to cut out cheese, or you're gonna die.
Doctor, you can't be serious.
I'm always serious.
Well, if that's the way that this is gonna go, I guess I'm here for a good time, not for a long time.
Sir, stop eating that cheese.
Why did you give me this news, but also have cheese in your room?
It was a test.
I failed.
You failed horribly. Yeah, I'm not. He's fine. Sleep it off. Was that a twitch or
it's rigor mortis?
Tiny seizure.
Rigor mortis. I mean, I'm surprised you're a doctor and I'm in your room and you're not even trying to defibrillate me.
I'm off. My lunch just started. I'm off the clock.
It's like, plus there's this delicious cheese right here.
Ooh, piece of cheese.
They do have vegan cheese, which doesn't taste. I actually have heard this about this. That vegan cheeses of all like the replacements. Our friend Hofbrew is a vegetarian, so Hofbrew will bring over like vegan or vegetarian sausage, right, or something like that, and will offer some to us. And I've heard that he said from pre-vegetarian days to now, sometimes the cheeses are the ones that do taste as similar to what he remembers from before. So, although I guess he's not eating vegetarian cheese, so maybe I'm making that up. Maybe it's only a reference to meat. Can we just strike that from the record? Master Joy says they do have vegan cheese, which doesn't taste that much different. I think I've heard about that from someone one time. Fix that. Quantum Gaming, the future of telehealth, treating mass patients through Twitch. We've been doing that since August of 2020.
It's one of the main premises of the show.
Gaming Morning Show does not provide actual medical advice. Please see a doctor.
No. We barely provide fake medical advice.
It's true. we basically learn our medical advice on the fly and then pass that along to you in real time. So it makes sense. Hey, it's Brendan _TTV says Adele's favorite cheese must be Halo. It's a me. Hello. It's a me. Okay. It's gonna be. That was good. There it is. Yeah. I think someone does. Splat. Talk to Brendan with jokes like that. Do you want to become famous? We got a person for you. It took me a second. I'm on board, Brendan. I like it. You pass. That was good. Mm-hmm. So
we'll allow it.
However, some cheese is made with animal rennet. Rennet. It's not vegetarian. Okay. Then maybe that's what we were talking about. If nothing else, you gave me something to make sense of my original story, which was struck from the record. So,
but alas, we are referencing it. It does not exist, though.
We're referencing something that nobody remembers at this point. So, these are the painful reactions I struck. This fuels Brendan. All right, our top 10 list will be, are you brave enough to try these 10 weird pizza top... Oh, because the anchovies. So today is Pizza with the Works except Anchovies Day, and that is actually the day of the day. I had to look it up. It's actually the day of the day. Not our topic of the day, but it's an actual day of the day that somebody paid for. So yeah, I doubt it because I hate everything that is interesting and fun and different, and it's made out of potatoes. I will rub it on my face. That's our top 10 list coming up.
I still maintain that he showed so much restraint during that bit.
It's probably because I've never gone that down the rabbit hole with Mike at the same time. So he was probably caught off guard. It's like, wait, no, it's actually happening. Mike's like, I've been waiting my whole life for this. What's the story about vegetarian? There was no story about Did you tell a story about vegetarian cheese?
No.
Yeah.
Downs, what are you talking about?
Are you watching a different show simultaneous to ours?
Oh, he must be watching 2 Twitch channels at a time. Yeah, that must be it.
Which is fine. I want you to support.
All the time.
Yeah, I want you to support multiple people. The audio must be bleeding in, which is fine. It's good. No, I don't think I stopped mid-story. I don't remember there even being a story, really. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No story here.
I mean, I remember us doing that great reenactment of a real doctor's visit between Brendan and Brendan's doctor.
And then we started playing Rocket League.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Maybe we mentioned the top 10 list, and that was about it. So. Aw, quiet. You're the only stream between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Eastern time, and those other times for me, baby. I bet you tell all the streamers that, quiet. Some mics wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Yeah, name one time, as Brendan says, we actually don't tell stories here, fake. Name one time we've shared any stories on the show.
It's never happened.
Just one time. I'd love to hear it if it's actually happened.
No, it's all... No stories. It's just Rocket League.
Yep. Unrelated, though, we'll tell you a story coming up about a rarest mammal in North America. It's in Colorado. That's happening. And also Dog TV, set to launch additional programming. Those stories coming up on Gaming Morning Show.
First time ever.
We don't tell stories, though.
No.
Quiet apparently copy and pasted that into like 4 chats at once. What's their name? Just tell me their name. How long have you been seeing these other chats? These other streamers? Whose Hocus Pocus table read did you participate in? And did you slide off the chair for them too?
I forgot about that part.
Listen, Quiet had a low-key, like, best supporting actor role in the Hocus Pocus table read.
It was pretty solid.
It's fantastic. Good morning to you, Scott Chick, again. Hope your break from work goes successfully. Oh, in addition to the appetizers, because we asked what is the best appetizer, we're also wondering, where's the best happy hour that you've ever been to? Meaning, like, oh my gosh, I got there and, like, everything on the menu was available for $1.50 or something like that, right? And I don't think I have one that comes to mind off the top of my head, but I know that I've been to a couple where it's like, wow, this is incredibly reasonable, and I'm happy I found it. Mm-hmm. It also feels like forever since there's been a happy hour because of, the pandemic, so.
The thing. I was a big fan of Cheesecake Factory's happy hour. Was pretty good, especially back in the day before we had kids. And we'd go there and they'd be super busy, but there would be seats at the bar. And you go sit at the bar and have happy hour drinks and appetizers and in and out pretty quick.
Yeah. Which I wish, because that's when you lived on the south side of...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I wish I had known that was there, because I obviously didn't ask you. But, like, now that I know that that's down there, it's like, oh, we could have gone there all the time. That would be great. So... yeah, I think only maybe went once or twice when we both lived in at least the vicinity. So it's now 7:23 West Coast time, 10:23 out east, 3:23 for those watching in the UK. The Ram is a brewery chain. They have a really good happy hour too, especially they also have a deal on Sundays, which is not happy hour, but it's, kids eat free. So yeah, let's go. As a parent, that's nice. Awesome. I just watched Hocus Pocus for the first time this year, said Jordy. It was definitely pretty okay. Nice. Before Alien passed away,
was better.
We reached out to Alien to ask, Alien, what are your thoughts on Hocus Pocus? Because, anytime that there was a movie, we always had to get the take from Alien. And Alien, in fact, said it was pretty okay. So, it's good. It's good. And that's how you know a movie's good, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty okay.
Brennan says, like, as a kid's movie, it's not the greatest thing, but as a drag performance from the three witches, it is art. Scott Chick says, easy day, everyone in bed or in rooms, isolating, awaiting test results. Thanks for the work you do, Scott Chick, truly. I was listening to NPR the other day, and they had a story about, just again, the attrition that's happening right now in the medical field, especially among nurses. So, yeah, thanks for all the work that you do. Cheesecake Factory had a happy hour. Don't tell Austin. Is it gone now? Is that what you said?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been there in years.
Gaming Morning Show cannot confirm nor deny the existence of a Cheesecake Factory happy hour. Look, it's Mike Ghost. His first pictures from Hocus Pocus 2 were released yesterday. It showed nothing. So what the hell were the pictures of? KJ's here. Good morning to you, KJ. It's good to see you on Gaming Morning Show. We're excited to have you along with us.
Top of the moron.
Not really on a break, so good moron. Happy Friday. Thank you for tuning in on your breaks. Always appreciate it. So. Quiet says, I have never actually eaten at a Cheesecake Factory despite working in the same plaza as one for several years. Wait,
I just like the Buffalo Blast.
I'm thinking of, no, down south was the Spaghetti Factory, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, where was the Cheesecake Factory?
Washington Square.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, okay. I always get those two confused. Both have factory in their name. It's very difficult to keep track of. At least I realized that instead of like 2 months later be like, I swear there was a Cheesecake Factory down here.
It was right here.
Right where the Spaghetti Factory is. There was a Cheesecake Factory. Is the Spaghetti Factory a chain?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like a Portland thing or something. Anyway, we have 10 weird pizza toppings from the CBC Kids. We're going to cbc.ca, but this is on the CBC Kids' like sub website, sub page. Cheese and pepperoni can get so boring, and vegetables should stay in salad, right? Sometimes you want to mix things up a bit and maybe try something new. So this is asking, are you brave enough to try these 10 weird pizza toppings? This is our top 10 list for the day on Pizza with the Works except Anchovies Day. So number 1 is crocodile. Might look like regular cheese pizza, but in Australia, they know how to throw some crocodile meat on there.
Yeah, and this pizza looks pretty tasty. I would try this.
Yeah, I have no reason not to try crocodile.
Yeah.
So,
give it a shot.
Like, these better not all be from, like, Australia or something, right? Like, there's got to be something odd that we haven't tried in the U.S., maybe.
2.
Number 2 is kangaroo. Over in Australia.
Oh, God.
Their meat pizzas are a little more bouncy.
Get it?
That's their words, not mine. This one also looks tasty. 2 for 2 so far. I'd try this too.
I'm looking at Brendan like Brendan's the first person on the show to ever make a dad joke. Be like, Brendan, did you write this?
3.
Reindeer. In Australia, reindeer meat. I'm just kidding. It's not from Australia. It's not from Australia. This one apparently over in Sweden. It's a regular pizza topping, reindeer meat, also known as caribou. Wait, caribou are not reindeer, and reindeer are not caribou, right? Those are different.
Reindeer are better than people.
Oh, right.
Mules are better than horses. Maiko, don't you think that's true?
I would also try reindeer. I like deer meat. I like elk meat. Why wouldn't I like reindeer meat?
Yeah, 3 for 3. I'd try all of these so far.
I agree with you.
4.
Number 4, salmon and caviar. This one looks less appetizing. This one is super fancy and expensive. Pizza with fish eggs, super salty. Quote.
Speaking of anchovies. What?
Yeah,
What?
and I'm not opposed to trying something with salmon and caviar, but this pizza just doesn't look very tasty.
Yeah, that's not the best photo that anyone's ever taken of a salmon and caviar pizza, I'm pretty sure. Have you ever had caviar?
Yes.
Okay. Was it fine?
It was fine. It was salty.
Okay. But, it's just salt, right? So
It was fine.
this so far on the list is the one that I would be the least excited about, but I would try it.
5.
I was trying.
Are you brave enough to try hot dogs on your pizza? Yes. In a heartbeat. I will take this challenge.
This one sounds doable like today. The other one's a little bit more tricky, but you do this.
There was once a time that I was served mac and cheese with hot dogs in it. If I can eat that, certainly I can eat a pizza. I can have a hot dog breadstick with cheese on it. Absolutely. I'm on board.
6.
Number 6, bananas and curry. An interesting blend of flavors in this African pizza, which also has cashew nuts. I would still try it. This is another one that it doesn't look as appetizing.
I know your enjoyment of curry, correct?
Yeah.
I didn't know what your enjoyment of bananas is.
They're okay. I don't seek them out, but I don't dislike them. I'm slightly allergic to them, so they make my like tongue feel itchy and weird. So I try to not eat bananas, so don't die.
What a wild ride this would be. Because I love bananas. I don't really prefer curry, so this would be kind of a
You'd be all
team
over the
situation. So, number 7 on this list.
7.
Strawberries and salmon? I feel like they got to the point on this list they're like, crap, we have 6. We'll just combine one of the other ones. Oh, okay. I've never thought about like having strawberries with salmon ever in anything.
No.
I mean, maybe strawberries would make a pretty good like glaze or something for a salmon dish, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
I would try it though. I like strawberries. I like salmon. There's no reason I shouldn't like this.
Yeah, no, I'd try. And this one, it looks like it's on like a pesto sauce.
That'd be the worst
So
thing
could
about
be
the
yummy.
pizza. So,
Could be
pesto's
yummy.
gross. It's a sauce.
8.
Number 8 is Seafood Galore. This is an Australian creation full of seafood, prawns, calamari, and anchovies, topped off by crayfish. With not just one type of sauce, but 2, tomato and tartar sauce.
Oh,
There are many reasons this one doesn't look very appetizing. I also don't like pizzas with like a million things I like on it. Like if all of these things were replaced by ingredients that I like, it would still be like, that one's a little bit all over the place.
it'd be like
Also,
if,
tartar sauce is yucky.
yeah. So I was kind of on the verge of like, listen, I told you I like most seafood, right? But then it got to tartar sauce, and tartar sauce is like on the very end of the sauce list. I would even give a shot to. Ugh.
Yeah.
But then, to your point, this is the equivalent of like making an all meats pizza, but instead of cutting up like sausage into slices, they just throw 2 big ass links onto it.
Yeah. And yeah, if you took all of these ingredients and chopped them up nicely and evenly distributed them across the pizza so you could actually take like a bite of things,
Yeah.
I'd give it a chance. I'd still probably ask for no tartar sauce.
9.
Marshmallows and chocolate. Yes.
1. 0.
That's just not pizza, that's dessert.
Yes. Okay. How much of this could I eat? Please.
Also, that one looks delicious. Those toasted marshmallows. Number 10 is beets. Of all the vegetables to put on pizza, why beets? I don't know. I don't think you can eat headphones, but we'll ask Dre.
I actually really like beets, so I would eat this in a heartbeat, especially with
Yeah,
smothered in cheese.
I'd try it.
Yep. Those weren't actually that bad. Are you brave enough to
No,
try
not
these
bad at
10 weird pizza toppings? I doubt it because I hate everything that is interesting and fun and different. But it's made out of potatoes, and I will rub it on my face. I will not rub the seafood pizza on my face. Have you ever done like the crawfish boil? I think is where like you boil everything in a pot and then you like throw some parchment paper and then you dump it all out and then people just pick through it. There's like corn and potatoes and
Put
stuff
it on
in
a
it.
pancake.
And you put it on a pancake. You ever
No,
done that?
I've never done that. No.
It's fine. It's fine. Like, I've done the whole lobster thing before. I don't need to be that participatory in my food.
Yeah.
Like, it was fine, but I'd rather just have you give me, like, 8 to 10 king crab legs, and I'll just sort through that as opposed to having to dissect it. So, yeah.
Yo.
Scott Chick's taking off, heading off to do some more work. Thank you again for being here this morning. K-Laugh said, I'd eat all of those, no problem. Down says, could have a potato pizza. Potato pizza would be great.
Ooh. Tot pizza.
I would be on board. Brendan says, can confirm that a pesto garlic pizza with thin slices of red potato is hella good. Yeah. Sounds really good. Scott Chick said, it was one of those throw together for whatever you have in the cupboard types of soups. It saved me from going to the grocery store. This goes back to Scott Chick saying, brother-in-law made soup with hot dogs in it yesterday for us. It was pretty okay. That could be fine.
It was pretty okay.
Listen, we eat a lot of kielbasa sausage in this household, and I mean, hot dogs are not that far off from kielbasa, so I'd give it a shot. But I like a traditional hot dog. I don't really like it in mac and cheese. So
Yeah. Those can be separate.
I think salmon and caviar was first runner-up for worst idea, and then that seafood pizza would just on the
Yeah.
pizza.
The other 8 though. I've tried those. Hands down.
Oh, they're doing a crab boil in LA when Kiki visits. I'm on board. Absolutely. Master Jordy says kielbasa is just a big hot dog. Challenge accepted. I'm on board. Don't waste your seafood on pizza seems to be our takeaway from Brendan. Yeah, I think that's safe. Let's go to Ben Hooper. This is a story out of Colorado. It's the rarest mammal in North America. First ever story we've ever shared on Gaming Morning Show. This is apparently about some wildlife officials. They had to get rescuers summoned to a residence garage because there was a black-footed ferret, which is, quote, the rarest mammal in North America. According to Colorado Parks and Wildlife, the resident of Pueblo West near Walker Ranch contacted the agency because, quote, bears in the garage are old news, but an endangered black-footed ferret, the rarest mammal in North America, in a Pueblo West garage, the wildlife agency tweeted. Apparently there's a man who was able to trap this ferret in a box. A microchip is implanted in the animal and revealed it's one of 9 that were released 2 weeks earlier on a 1,600-acre prairie dog colony near Highway 50 as part of a conservation effort. The agency conservation biologist said, we don't know exactly why this black-footed ferret left the colony. We put them in a prairie dog burrow, but they may not stay. Sometimes they scramble around the colony to find the right home. This one might have gotten pushed out by other ferrets and went looking for a new home. You can just see its snout. That's so good. You have so many stare-offs with our animal subjects.
I can't tell if he wants to kiss me or eat me.
Maybe it's ceremonial to kiss and then eat.
Pass.
Okay. You remember consent. It's important, right?
Yeah.
By the way, that picture, it has such a long neck, it looks like Loch Ness Monster.
It was the Loch Ness Monster.
Jordy, have a great time doing whatever you're doing both the rest of today and on your weekend. I hope it's good. Please come back. Monday, we'll be back on the air with more Gaming Morning Show. Should be fun. We are asking you best happy hour, best appetizers. Do you like any of the appetizer like dips, like a spinach artichoke dip or anything like that?
I do. I almost never choose to order them, but if other people have them for the table to share, I like the spinach artichoke dip. I like queso. Those are the only 2 I can think of.
Yeah, like I've done chips and
Buffalo
salsa.
dip.
They're fine,
Yeah.
but I mean, salsa's not, I guess, as much of a dip as like a spinach artichoke is. They're fine. But, I mean, again, this is not surprising to anyone who's listened to my food takes before, so. Yeah, I think mozzarella sticks have to win for me. Like, those are, if you can get those appetizers and you have a nice ice-cold beer, I'm on board.
Especially if they're, like, hot and fresh. And nice and gooey.
I just like them for their nutritional content, because they're great for you.
Mm-hmm. Your doctor was like, you have to eat the cheese or you'll die. Done. No, you ate it. I reversed it. You eat the cheese or you'll die.
Yes, of course.
It's like vitamins.
You were playing like Jigsaw as a doctor. It's like, let's play a little game. Eat the cheese or you'll die. Spinach and artichoke dip is way too close to a sauce or condiment for Ryan to be on board with. Yeah, I think that's... And okay, so I do have one peeve. It's basically healthy nachos is what Quiet I Am Gaming said. And that made me think of like the full plate of nachos that comes as an appetizer, so everyone starts picking off of it. I don't love nachos, as you can imagine, because like if that's using the nacho cheese sauce, I'm not on board with. If it's real melted cheese, then I'm a little more inclined. But that's where like discomfort with sharing food comes in. Oh, there's so many hands that goes into the plate of nachos.
Yep.
You're good with that?
That doesn't bother me as much, but I'm also not a fan of like ordering a plate of nachos with just like, I don't know, it never works out well. You're gonna get one chip with a bunch of cheese and all the toppings, and then you have 20 chips with nothing.
Nachos
so I'd rather in that situation, I'd rather something to dip, whether it's the artichoke dip or a queso or something like that. I'd rather just have chips, and I'll take care of my own toppings, please.
That's one of the best analysis I've ever heard of nachos, because you're absolutely right. It's hard to make all of the stuff occur at the same time with every bite.
And if it's just your own plate of nachos, it works out because you can distribute it as you need, and you take a chip and it has too much cheese and you add a couple more chips and you can kind of get in there and make it work. But if it's shared, you can't do that.
Caleb, help me out with this one. I always appreciate when the bar lets you buy Toots at happy hour prices. What's Toots? The only thing I could think of was Tots, and that could have just been an awkward awkward autocorrect or something. Have you ever heard of Toots?
Mm-mm.
I think Toots helps me with my taxes.
I've seen round ones before.
No. Spinach artichoke dip is an all-time great, according to Chris Emmy. Oh my gosh, I see this happening on After Dark now. The great appetizer bracket. Definitely not healthy, though. That's true. Yeah, isn't it just like cream cheese and... Well, isn't it just like cream cheese? What else is in spinach artichoke dip? Other than the spinach and artichokes. Sorry, but like the base is just all cream cheese, right?
I think so. I don't really... I've never made a spinach artichoke dip.
It's gross, says Look, it's Myko. Hey, it's Brendan, says they never layer cheese appropriately on nachos in the restaurant. You gotta cheese as you go. Layer of chips, cheese and beans. Repeat. That's the other hard part about nachos at the restaurant is they typically always have beans, and then that's a big out for me as well. Yeah. So, yeah, you need a multi-layer. Even when you're making quick nachos at the house, where you're basically doing chips and cheese only, yeah, you got to have a good ratio, good balance.
Yep. Need layers.
Quiet says spinach is healthy, but yeah, probably the other stuff levels it out. Probably.
I think that was their inspiration with spinach and artichoke dip. Is they're like, oh, let's eat this healthy stuff. Let's make it as least healthy as possible.
Chris asks, wait, Sean, did you ever make that Baja Blast sauce?
I sure did. And it was pretty tasty. I made two versions. One, I altered a recipe that was intended to use Coke to make a barbecue sauce and replaced it with Baja Blast. And that one was pretty good. And then I did another recipe that used pineapple juice and replaced the pineapple juice with Baja Blast. That one was also really tasty. Everyone who tried it, it was pretty evenly split. Half the people liked one, half the people liked the other one. But they were both pretty good.
I was gonna say that's probably a good thing, right? That means that they were, like, the concept was pretty confirmed.
Yeah,
whichever way you made it.
It was pretty tasty. I believe I took pictures. I thought I posted those, but maybe I didn't.
I remember us putting a lot of effort into tasting it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if you didn't, then that was something I'm sure is in your phone, because I know you took pictures.
Yeah. I will repost or post for the first time.
So what was the sauce that you were expecting, Chris? Because Chris goes Baja Blast barbecue sauce? Mind blown. What was the original intention? I thought that was it.
Yeah, I don't know. It was always barbecue sauce in my mind.
And then what's the one that you make? You make a Taco Bell sauce, and that's just a homemade version of an actual sauce?
Yeah, Taco Bell has their creamy jalapeno sauce, which is what they put on like their quesadillas and other things, but mostly their quesadillas. And I have a knockoff version of that I make at home, which is pretty okay. Uh-oh. I didn't do that.
I don't remember a thing happening. Caleb said you got the pronunciation, as in, I'll get to it later. They're tokens you can redeem for a free drink. They're nice to have around for yourself or if you... Oh my gosh. Calaf, have you been to rural Montana bars? That's the currency. There are some trucks you get into in rural Montana that have a whole... This is going to start something, but just go with it. Have whole jockey boxes full of tokens. So you open up That's right, the Jockey Box. And you find all of the tokens. I did not know they called those tuits elsewhere.
Are they round?
Yeah, they're just like poker chips a lot of times.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, they're round tuits. Sometimes you can redeem them 2 at a time. Yes, hi, Downs. Downs asks, what is a Jockey Box? Well, it is the most common term for that thing that's in front of the passenger seat in many cars, where you store things like your title and registration. Some people would store, they find it as a compartment for, like, gloves, for instance, you could put in there. Some find it that way. That's the things you put in the Jockey Box. Again, I just like to use very common language that we all understand.
Just one, though. Down says we keep our glove in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just one.
Just one.
Where's the other glove go?
You're welcome, Quiet. Quiet says, thank you, Ryan, for bringing us together. Common language is important. On a future edition of Gaming Morning Show, we'll talk about the pickup topper. You don't drive with gloves, Chris? Chris says, Downs, you drive with gloves? Whoa, whoa, Downs. Whoa, whoa. I'm not
he meant in the pocket, in your pants pocket.
Yes, that's where the other glove goes. Pants pocket.
Yum.
The other one's playing the piano. Wait. Some imagery there that now is disturbing.
What?
I got one hand in my pocket, the other one's playing the piano, but if you substitute the thing that Downs is talking about, and it's playing the piano, awkward.
Nice.
Nick is cracked. Quiet says, no pocket glove, no pocket love, is the saying, I believe.
Quiet's having a good game, or a good show.
Downs has gloves, just in case it gets chilly. In my convertible that I used to own, we had a hairbrush in the Jockey Box because we drove with the top down. One of us needed it for their hair. It was me because I had long flowing hair at the time.
Oh.
That is the saying, Quiet.
We had a convertible Miata for a while, and putting a hairbrush in there would have been a good idea. We didn't do that.
Next convertible. Next one. All right, 7:50 West Coast time. We're one of life's winners, chat. We dominated that game.
Yeah, we did.
You are one of life's winners.
It is 10:50 on the East Coast now, 3:50 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. All right, we have sports for you. For you. What? Did the Mets win yesterday?
They sure did not.
How are you so confident?
I'm up on all of the Mets news.
They didn't win. It was a travel day. Did you see how badly things went in Montreal?
Ugh. Canadians.
Your Calgary Flames lose on the road. Just the third regulation loss of the year
Worst.
for the Flames. 4-2 at Montreal.
So disappointing.
Montreal goes to 4-10-1 on the year. That was a winnable game. You know what, Papa? You're quiet the whole show. Then we get talking about sports. I even referenced them yesterday as your Canadians. And then you have to bring this up today.
Terrible.
Top of the morons.
It's good to see
And
it,
we
Papa.
looked, and we looked so bad doing it too.
Exactly.
It wasn't. It was. we definitely like played down to how the Canadians have been playing, which is just terrible.
It was a road game. At least there's some consolation in that. So, Flames look to bounce back with their next game today, 4:00 at the Maple Leafs, who are a better team than the Canadians. So, oof.
Should go well.
Your Calgary Flames, Chris. I mean, meanwhile, your Seattle Kraken lost at home to the Anaheim Ducks, 7-4. Psh,
Oof.
Embarrassing.
Sheesh.
You should be ashamed of your Kraken. NFL Thursday night football is such a great thing because Miami dominated Baltimore 22-10. I mean, I guess that game was 6-3 going into the fourth. So that's 9 points. They finished with 32. Quick math. There were 23 points combined scored in the fourth quarter.
Apparently, just skip the first 3 quarters.
Why even bother? What's the point? Silly. So there's some of your scoreboard. Papa Paz says, that was a better played game by the Canadians all year. Beat the Make Me Laughs. I've never heard that one before. The east side of Canada has got a whole different vernacular than I'm used to. The Toronto Make Me Laughs. Chris M.E. says the Kraken are bad. Their expansion draft seemed bad and has... See, I didn't get that take. A lot of the analysis I read was they were in just as good of a position as Vegas was. Huh. Apparently I was listening to different folks because even Papa Paws agrees with you. Well, if they're going to have a bad expansion draft, they didn't need to take Geo then.
Right? Probably would have beat the Canadians.
Ugh. So our good friend Ben, who has hosted the show allegedly once or twice, texted me yesterday.
There's no
Goes,
record of this.
what is a salary cap? Why do we ever talk about it? Because yesterday, Odell Beckham Jr. signed with the Los Angeles Rams, who apparently had as much money in their bank account relative to the cap as I do in my bank account, but still found a way to find $7.5 million to pay Odell Beckham Jr. It apparently has something to do with the amount of money that Cleveland is still paying for Odell, that they could find, like, I think they have to pay like $2 or $3 million of Beckham's salary. I actually think if you're a Rams fan, I don't see a whole lot of value in Beckham, so this is my take on this. This is actually going to hurt them more than it's going to help them. I hope I'm wrong because I have no reason to dislike the Rams, but it doesn't seem like the Rams really needed that much help. But we'll see. I mean, I guess if something happens like last year where Cooper Kupp gets hurt or something, then it does give you some depth. That could be helpful. So, Russell Wilson's scheduled to play this weekend against the Packers. Carolina Panthers have signed, perhaps you have heard of him, Cam Newton. No. Panthers have brought him back.
Never heard.
He used to play for another team in the NFL and then was cut by them after a long tenure, went to the Patriots, and then was cut in the preseason this year. Is back with the damn it, the Panthers. Never mind, whatever. Remember that time that Cam Newton lost the Super Bowl? Do you remember who beat them in the Super Bowl?
I don't recall.
It was your Denver Broncos for their third world championship. UConn is going to hire former UCLA head football coach Jim Mora. UConn. My favorite thing about UConn football is when they were actually fairly good, they did the stripe in the middle of their helmet and they had their logo like right about here. It looked pretty okay. I don't really love like non-traditional helmets that much, but that one I liked. UConn football, catch the fever. Let's see.
Yeah.
Quiet I Am Gaming. It's kind of the same argument from Antonio Brown last year, but that did pay off. Finally, the civil conflict will have a meaning again. Here's the difference, though. Antonio Brown was still a really good wide receiver, even when he was with the Raiders. He just wasn't able to be cooperative. Odell Beckham is both non-productive and also somewhat uncooperative, right? I mean, Antonio Brown had like 138 catches a year for like 4 straight years. Beckham's averaged, what, probably 30 in the last 7 years? I don't know. I don't love it if I'm the Rams, but I'm probably wrong. I got one more tidbit about this Jim Mora thing. I read a tweet yesterday. Jim Mora was the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks. They fired him, or they parted ways. I can't remember the specifics of it. And that's when Pete Carroll came in, I think, to the Seahawks. Jim Mora got the rest of his contract with Seattle, and as soon as like the years of that contract were over, he signed up, was the UCLA head football coach, had some sort of deal with UCLA, got fired, and now is getting signed by UConn as that contract's expiring. So Jim Mora is actually doing the thing where he's just like, oh, great, I get paid not to do anything. Now I'll coach football again.
Wait, I don't have to work, and you're going to pay me anyway?
Yeah.
Count me in.
And actually, I kind of like Jim Mora. I thought he was a pretty good football coach. I thought he got a raw deal in Seattle, but we'll see what happens.
I'm not allowed to like him.
Phil Mickelson, six.
forbidden.
That's true. Yeah, you can't. That's. What are your opinions on John Wooden?
Not good.
Oh, does it apply to basketball?
Not really. I don't care that much about college basketball.
I mean, USC didn't have the best track record with basketball anyway. But if you're gonna let
They won 5 or 6 games while I was there.
Sorry.
I mean,
Didn't mean to make you sorry. Hey, they had the greatest basketball player.
Terrible.
They have one of the greatest basketball players of all time ever played at USC, and that was Cheryl Miller. So, yeah.
I've always enjoyed going to the women's basketball games more than the men's basketball games.
Yeah.
They're just more fun.
First basketball game I saw at the Oregon Ducks' new arena, Matthew Knight Arena, was USC. I watched the very first game I ever played there. So
Nice.
don't remember who played for USC, but I'm sure there was someone. They fielded a team.
Sure, they had players.
I mean, this is before the
Shoes
Ducks
and shorts.
were any good too. So anyway, golf. Phil Mickelson, 6 under 65, season points leader. Bernard Longer battled through a bulky back. I like this writing from the AP. A bulky back for a 68 in the opening round of the Charles Schwab Cup Championship. How about that golf news? All right, that is your sports. It's 7:59. We get Sean for about half of the 8 o'clock hour, so that's exciting. We'll welcome in the final hour crew. We'll play community games, and on Sean's request, it'll be Google Feud. Fine. Actually, hey, you haven't been here for a Gartic community games, have you? Sean?
No, I haven't.
Sean?
Bear was leaving too.
I know. I saw that. I was like, "Whoa!" When I get Bear to leave, things got real bad. You haven't done Gartic, right?
Yeah, no, I haven't done Gartic.
All right, we'll do Gartic on the other side with Sean on board. So stick around for that. It's coming up next hour. Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews, clip of the day, and your takeaways that were pretty okay. What did we learn about pizza today on Pizza with the Works except Anchovies Day? It is happy hour day, so let us know what your favorite happy hour deal you've ever found in your life. We'll recap the days of the day. Also, dog TV news on the other side of the break as well. For Sean, I am Hefty Goof. Come back. More on the way Friday, November 12th, 2021. Gaming Morning Show.
Got liquor on the table, I don't mind. Where the night goes, your skin on mine. I see no other people, love is blind. But that's alright though. Pull me down, drown me in this thing I'm feeling. Round and round, the world is turning upside down. Tell me how I could be the one you're needing, girl. Your touch is driving me wild. I want your body on me. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on me. This moment is magic, I want you to stay. Gin and lime, I love it when you're playful, give it time. I'll make you mine, girl, your hand in mine. I'll lead you far away, girl, so divine. Our lips touch, our eyes close. Pull me down, drown me in this thing I'm feeling. Round and round, our world is turning upside down. Tell me how I could be the one you're needing, girl. Your touch is driving me wild. I want your body on me. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on me. This moment is magic, I want you to stay. I want your body on me. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on me. This moment is magic, I want you to stay.
Grim just left. She's like, oh no, I did it again!
What you mean?
We start playing video games, and Mike just starts making everything go to hell. Mike, we used to be able to rely on you. We could depend on how clean your voice was. What's happened to you? My little man, all growing up.
Tonight, on I Guess We'll Never Know, we go inside the unsolved case of a sibling rivalry. A misunderstanding between brother and sister that led to destruction. Mom, have you seen my Furby? What started as a practical joke turned deadly.
Copia said, my sister tried to convince me that it was based on a witch in the woods near my house. I boiled her Furby in response.
It was premeditated. Turns out, it was Ferb-degree murder.
The eyes and beak melted slightly.
A special GMS event. Ferbicide in the forest. Only one Furby was harmed in the making of this promo. Or was it?
The truth is,
you can't kill a Furby.
It's behind you! All right, let's gather round to read the Moose book. There was a mooster in Worcester. There's a moose loose about the hoose. Shake it loose in your hoose, that moose. I would call it a truce with the moose, maybe spruce up the hoose. Dr. Seuss writing about the hoose in which the moose shook loose an overused spruce. The moose that encountered a truck's caboose is the moose named Bruce. I'm loose, said the moose, Bruce, as he threw up a deuce. Fun fact, Bruce the moose actually starred in Footloose. Snitches get stitches like mooses get looses. Obtuse rubber goose, green moose, guava juices. Goose and Moose called a truce over being loose around Bruce. A moose nuisance is a moosance. You better write about the moose, no excuse. You're welcome. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, Community Games and GMS Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. And the clip of the day. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningShow.tv. Time for hour number 3, right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues November 12th, 2021. It is Friday on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. That is Sean. I am Ryan. It's good to see you this morning. Coming up, we'll play some Gartic on stream and a whole bunch of other fun stuff this morning. Good morning to you, Josh. It is good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Top of the Mora.
It is Chicken Soup for the Soul Day, Fancy Rat and Mouse Day, Pizza with the Works except Anchovies Day, National French Dip Day, World Pneumonia Day. It's also Disney Plus Day, in addition to our topic of the day, which is today is Happy Hour Day. So we're asking you, what is the best appetizer you can find, and where's the best deal you've ever seen for a happy hour? This is from daysoftheyear.com. There is a period during the day when joy, that draught of liquid happiness, can be bought at a discount. Every bar in the world honors it, and every patron waits for it to enjoy their drinks with the knowledge of a purse not quite so much lighter as it might have been otherwise. In the best of establishments, the name itself is a misnomer, as it lasts for 2 or more, giving us all a chance to find that joy for a pittance. Happy Hour Day celebrates this time, the moments of pure bliss it brings to its patrons. As a reference to a particular time of entertainment, however, it can be traced to a much more specific date. 1913 originated in the United States Army. It took only the length of World War I for the term happy hour to refer to all periods of indulgence, including smoking, wrestling, boxing, music, movies, and dancing. As a reference to a point of drinking, however, it made its appearance during the Prohibition. The term happy hour, reference to that time spent at a speakeasy before retiring to restaurants no longer able to serve alcohol. It is important to make the distinction, too, that if today you're celebrating Happy Hour Day, it does not require you to be one who likes or drinks alcohol. It is also okay for things like appetizers, which is why we ask you this question. What is the best appetizer? So, there you go.
So, 2 things. First of all, that was the most poetic explanation to a day of the day we've ever had. And second of all, we got through the list of days of the day much quicker the second time around.
We just blasted through them. I mean, that might have been a record. 49 or so minutes into the show, we hadn't covered all the days of the day so far. You know, but when you get ones like Fancy Rat and Mouse Day, which, of course, requires an explanation, as it apparently did a year ago, and then someone actually has one called Pizza with the Works except Anchovies Day, and K-Laugh is here to tell us all about the history of anchovies.
And crapple.
I like how Chris and me, which, by the way, what are we doing? Where are our manners? I apologize.
Morning to the Final Hour crew.
The Final Hour crew is here. Chris and me has been here for the duration of the show, basically.
Mayor of the Internet.
Chris says Disney Plus Day is an advertisement. The days of the day, by and large, are advertisements, right?
Yep. Pretty much.
Someone paid money for it to be World Pneumonia Day.
Big fan of pneumonia.
Maybe they were talking about the cleaner.
Ammonia?
I used to think those were the same words, by the way. Long time ago. Not as recent as you probably have in your mind, given my mispronunciation prowess. But yeah, I used to once think they were the same thing. Down says there's going to be a new Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie. I'm so happy. Seriously?
I'm on board. That sounds great.
Chip and Dale. If they don't have a version of that song,
oh, they'll have a version of the song.
Okay. Is this coming?
Will it be my version? I did cover it.
That is true, and it was epic. Speaking of which, we owe you from the GMS anniversary special when you helped us raise money for the upcoming year. We owe you a super gig, a Superphonic Memorial super gig starring Sports.Gaming. Is that a working title, or did we just name it? Okay.
I think that's the name.
K-Laugh, write it down. Can't repeat it, though, so I'm going to make a clip just in case. We owe you that. So will you do Chippendale's Rescue Rangers if it's requested?
Heck yeah.
Yes. Joshua says, so the best appetizer for me, I'm from South Africa, so it would be a kind of donut glazed with special South African sauce. It's called Cook Sisters. Sounds delightful.
That sounds solid.
Yeah. Caleb says, I understand the anchovy exclusion on the Works pizza. It'd be a lot of salt and pepperoni and sauce, or with pepperoni and sausage. Go ahead.
It's a Shansert.
What are you doing today? Going to the Shansert. Wait. Andy Samberg is in it? The Rescue Rangers movie? Oh, this got even better. Do you think the Rescue Rangers will be on a boat at any point?
Only if it's going fast.
And?
No, that's it. It's just a fast boat.
I also really liked Rescue Rangers. I thought Rescue Rangers was pretty underrated. So I just wish they had more opportunities for Dale to shine. Dale deserved more love. All right, let's go with the Superphonic Memorial Super Gig Shansert, starring Sports.Gaming.
I like it.
I don't think even having your name in there twice is redundant, so I think that sounds good.
Or we do the original title, a Shansert.
Ooh, the Superphonic Memorial Super Gig with Sports.Gaming, a Shansert. Okay. Write it down. It's in blood now. We also had top. It was titled Weird Pizza Toppings. I didn't find them as weird as we thought. Some were like salmon and caviar.
They were atypical.
Yeah, that's true. Some were like salmon and caviar. There was one seafood pizza that basically had everything, including the fishing boat, on top of the pizza. It was a lot. What is the oddest topping you've ever seen on pizza, chat? Or you could fathom? That chocolate and marshmallow pizza, though, I wish it was in my mouth already.
That looked so good.
Chris M.E. asks, who is here writing in blood? Why wouldn't you write it in blood? That's how we know it's permanent. Even though actually blood seems like a terrible writing vehicle.
I feel like there are more permanent markers that we could use.
Yeah, we could etch it in stone even, and that would work better. Plus, depending on how much we write, we might get lightheaded.
Mm-hmm.
Might not work. GMS After Dark was a blast this last week, excuse me. You had Brendan and Austin coming out with an apple pie and a cheesecake as their S-tier selections in the great cake and pie debate. I don't know, did we get your reaction on that? Were you okay with the S-tier?
Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm a fan of both of those.
Yeah, I remember, because then we did end up talking about the cheesecake stuffed with an apple pie.
Oh, yeah. I'm also on board with that.
The apple pie cakeception.
I do agree with the movement of people that have pointed out that a cheesecake's not a cake. I do agree with that.
Like, because it has a crust?
Yeah, it's closer to a pie than a cake, but then I think the best classification is still tart. It's a tart.
Ah. And the definition of a tart is what? Roughly?
It has like a crust on the bottom, and then it has stuff on top, and it usually includes like fruits and stuff like that.
Nice. I do like a cherry tart. And you know what tarts remind me of to a degree? They're definitely different, but like Danishes.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the fruit's the star, but the pastry definitely has
star
a purpose.
Fruit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just
has star
fruit. I've never had a star fruit, but it sounds delightful. So did you hear about the fruit that went to Hollywood and talked to the producer?
Yep. I mean, nope. Tell me about it.
I mean, if you have, I can repeat it for those who maybe haven't heard of it if you want. So there was this fruit that went to Hollywood, right? And it was like, I want to get into movies. And this producer's like, well, don't worry. I can help make you a star. A star.
Fruit.
I do love a Danish too, Chris. You know, and this is the sad part is there's these Danishes that come in like, you know, they're preservatived to all get out, right? Like they're just loaded with them. They are so good, and they come in like these packages that you can get at like the bakery outlet. Oh, they're so good. I could eat like they come 8 to a package, and I could eat all 8. And there's got to be like, gosh, I would guess probably 200 calories per, if not more. Chris M.E. has the audacity to say, I don't even think your kids would have laughed at that one. Well, you know what? My kids don't laugh at most of my jokes. So, what now?
They're good at the eye rolls, though.
Oof. Do you think, how big of an eye roll would we have gotten out of your daughter?
It would have been a pretty big one. Or she would have given us the side eyes.
Ooh.
She's been doing that a lot lately.
Side eyes are good. That's how you know it's working. They have a pretty effective goalie, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, next time we get down here, I'm just going to go take him out.
All right. Commence. Oh, never mind. We got community games coming up. Gartic on stream. We're going to get some art pictures. Who draws the art pictures? Nobody knows, but somebody does, and they're there. It's the same person whoever decides the letters for words on stream, so. Oh, you don't even need to take them out, because you're cracked.
On it. Snuck it in the corner.
Cracked. Thank you, Bob. Should we have our restaurant's name be Rioted in Blood?
No.
That sounds gross.
It's a terrible name for a restaurant. No one would come.
That's how you have to actually order. You have to take some of your own blood and then write down what you want. It's a gimmick. Every good restaurant has a gimmick. Nice.
On the rebound.
Person's cracked. That Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man celebration is great. I actually am really excited about the new Ghostbusters movie.
Mm-hmm. I want to see it real bad.
And didn't we agree we were going to try to watch... Was it the original, or were we going to watch the one that no one talks about?
We were going to watch the 2016 one.
Okay. That was 2016?
I believe so.
Oh my gosh, it feels more recent than that. That's nuts.
That's what's stuck in my head.
I believe you. Nice. We get one more! 3-point margin. Did we cover the spread?
What kind of spread? Like I can't believe it's not butter or
spinach artichoke
like
spread.
Cream cheese.
Gaming Morning Show. 8:20 West Coast, 11:20 out East, 4:20 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. And I'm going to look up. Just a second. Stand by. In Johannesburg, South Africa, 6:21 p.m. Originally, Joshua said from South Africa. So if still living in South Africa and in the Johannesburg area, 6:21. In the evening! GMS at night. Chris M.E. says, I am unbelievably excited about the new Ghostbusters movie. Ghostbusters Answer the Call wasn't the worst movie, but it certainly didn't live up to the franchise's legacy. Could you do me a favor? Would you give me very excited, like almost like royalty is here, mouth trumpet song, please? Like you're announcing the arrival of royalty. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the chat for what seems like the first time in forever, the one, the only, Her Highness, Chrissy Icky.
Hello, FHC.
Now Chrissy's leaving. What's the trumpet sound for that? It's good to see you, Chrissy. Welcome to Gaming Morning Show. Topic of the day is Happy Hour Day. We are asking you, what is the best appetizer? And where's the best happy hour deal? Now, you being of the Pacific Northwest, I did mention McMenamins.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
that's a good one.
Hoping that you've attended a McMenamins happy hour.
Oh, yeah. Lots. Lots of tots.
Lots of tots. In a box. That doesn't rhyme. Wish it did. Would have been better. All right, I'm getting Gartic ready to go. Talk amongst yourselves. No, not you. No. Don't like that sound. Make it stop. Chrissy apparently has not been to McMenamins.
What?
Chrissy.
We gotta go.
Gotta go right now. Gotta go.
We have options nearby.
Gartok? Yes, we're going to play some Gartok right now. Like, never been there, but drive by it. Yeah, well, I mean, in the Pacific Northwest, you can't help but drive past the McMenamins. They're all over the place. West side of the mountains. All right. This is how you play Gartic on stream. What's going to happen momentarily is there's going to be 9 simultaneous pictures on your screen. And your guess is critical, because that is how we win and advance in the rounds. Our record is 10. We've reached level 10 once in the history of the show. We do not have an easy-to-remember acronym for remembering what the record all-time for Gartic on stream is. So you'll just have to trust me on this and read what's on the screen. It's good. Yes, Chris and me. All right, low latency player, don't let me down. So you go to the top right if you're watching on a mobile app, on Twitch, and you click the little gear icon, and then click that on, and bada bing, bada boom, you have low latency. So that's the best option.
Nice.
You have to be playing on Twitch, unfortunately. There's no way for us to multi-stream and participate with Gartic on stream, so my apologies. If you're watching anywhere else, YouTube, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, or excuse me, Twitter, let me know, and I will type in the answer, and we'll all play together. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Round number 1. And because I have the most advantageous position, I will not guess, but I might, tell you, hey, try this. Like, for example, maybe try air conditioner or space heater, something like that. Wall heater, something like that. That could be good. I am JF Down says Willow has a new TV show sequel to the movie coming, and the announcement is hilarious. So is this all Disney Plus related, Downs? Like, are they doing an announcement of all the stuff that's coming up for the year? Is that what happens on Disney Plus Day?
That's what it seems like.
Quiet I Am Gaming says that crowd was very well trained. Went from raucous to nothing in no time.
We've rehearsed many times.
Well, when Chrissy Icky shows up, we have everyone on their best behavior. So
that's right.
All right, Downs found Parrot.
Nice.
Could you do picture frame, memory, something like that? Also try gum or gums. Like what is above or below your teeth. Look at this photograph. Bathroom from Quiet I Am Gaming. Nice work.
It's a very detailed bathroom. It's a nice drawing.
Right? Down says Disney Plus is drip feeding bits coming out next year. So, welcome in, Tracer. Thank you for being here with the Final Hour crew.
Hello, FHC.
And jumping right in with bed and present. We have found them all. You can keep going, though. How far can we advance in this very first round, this very first level of Gartic on stream? Bumper cars. I just spew words occasionally, just randomly. All right, well done. Not bad. Let's see who our leaders are. Chris M.E. on that low latency player is cracked. 3 stars. Sports.gaming, Her Highness, Chrissy Icky with 2 stars apiece. And I am JF Downs and Quiet M Gaming on the board with 1 star each. I'm sorry, Downs. You call them Dodgems? Because if that's the case, I will now fully adopt Dodgems instead of bumper cars.
Yeah, Dodgems is a good name.
Yeah. The Los Angeles Dodgems. All right, good luck to everyone in level number 3. We skipped 2. It says we've skipped 2 levels and we're going to 3. I guess that makes sense. Anyway, here we go. Good luck. I believe in you, chat. What do you want to play at the Family Fun Center today? I think we can play a little mini golf. Anything you want to play?
Oh, you know, some Dodgems.
Oh, I'd love to play some Dodgems.
Yeah,
I
out on the Dodgems.
I'm also looking forward to the next time we go to a Family Fun Center that has Dodgems and asking, hey, how much does it cost to ride the Dodgems? And having that person look at me and go, what? Huh? Cigarette lighter. Or lighter. Sports.gaming is cracked. The middle left, excuse me, as you see this develop, is clearly a crime scene. There's blood spatters in the corner of the room. Clearly, the person who used to be in this room was trapped in the corner of the room and couldn't get out. And oh, it's carpet. I have no clue what the bottom left is. Anyone? It's like good kid, bad kid, anger,
evil.
Ooh, we have lingerie. Every so often, I start to try to do that, and I'm like, today's the day. I'm going to crush it. And then it's only ever happened once, and it was completely unexpected.
But it was so good when it happened.
I know. I'm happy we have the clip. We'll always remember it. When you're doing my eulogy, will you please play that for me?
Yep.
There's a fish. All right, doesn't matter. We got 10 out of 8. You're cracked, chat. Our leader is Chris M. Yee. Added 3 more stars to an already 3-star total for a total of 6 now. A 2-star lead ahead of Sports.gaming, who had 2 stars in that round. Was only behind the likes of Chris M. Yee and Tracer, who led the round with 3 stars apiece. So Tracer moves on the heels of the podium right there with Her Royal Highness, Chrissy Icky. Quiet IM Gaming has 1 star as well from the last round and sits in 5th place overall. All right, it is 8:30 out on the West Coast. Can you do one more, or do we got to say goodbye to you?
Yeah, we can do one more.
All right, one more. Sports.gaming will have a chance to participate one more. We're going to level 5 of Gartic on stream, our community game for today. Good moron to you, Lady Kate. It's good to see you here with the final hour crew.
Hello, FHC.
Cracked ME, more like it. Am I right, Quiet IM Gaming? Mm-hmm. I wonder if Bob has that ready to go. Let's see.
Correct.
ME.
Nailed it.
Bob's very good on the fly. Ooh, Life Preserver. That's a quality guess. I was just going to go with Float. Top left might be an olive. Ha-ha! Nice work. High five. Chris is stuck on the bottom middle. Have you tried outer tube? Get it? Because you tried inner tube? Has anyone tried baby bottle? Baby bottle. Haha, Chris and me cracked. I like the person who's like behind the riot shield in the bottom right. Very buff. Is it like a superhero, maybe? The person behind that person's so panicked. Mercury.
So
Mercury. Someone guess Mercury. Mercury. There's an arrow. Mercury. Who got it? Chris M.E. Oh, Chris M.E. just right in front of you.
Came in 3 people at the same time. I was trying to figure out how to spell it.
This is the one.
Got it wrong like twice.
This is the one complaint I have about Guard to Country. Wow, that round went really fast and we lost. Wow, get wrecked. The one thing I don't understand about this game is I wish they would show what those drawings were that we didn't get.
Yeah.
Tracer with a 2-star performance, the likes of Level 5, Quiet I Am Gaming, and Chris M.E. gives us our final standings. Chris M.E. is your Gartic on stream community games champion for today. 8 stars, 3-star margin over Sports.Gaming and Tracer. It seems, in fact, that Chris M.E. mobile low latency did not let you down. Honorable mention to IMJF Downs, who got 1 star. You're not bad at this game. You had 1 star. That's more than I had. And I can see him before everybody else. Damn you, desktop. All right, 8:33 West Coast, 11:33 out the East Coast, 4:33 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Everyone say goodbye to Sean. Sean's going to go do cool stuff. Be back on Monday. And get ready. Announcement pending on the Superphonic Memorial Super Gig featuring Sports.Gaming. A Shonsert.
So good.
Musical event from Gaming Morning Show. All right. Goodbye, Sean. Goodbye. Sean's gone. I'm Hefty Goof. The rest of the way with me. Thank you for being here on this Friday, November 12th, 2021. It is happy hour day, as we mentioned. What is the best appetizer, etc. Hey, have you ever watched Dog TV? That's right, Dog TV. I remember seeing this come out, a couple years ago, I want to say. And what it was is this is a channel on your television that you put on when you leave the house. The idea being, if you're a dog owner, your dog could watch this and would be entertained. Apparently, it's been a hit because lots of people have watched Dog TV to the point where Sky News is now reporting that Dog TV is going to launch something that will help with stress and behavioral problems for dogs. According to the story, Dog TV has been developed following studies into animals' psychological and physiological needs, moods, and responses to help them feel more stimulated or relaxed when needed, producer said in a statement. So now, if you have a puppy, no worries. You're going to be able to have an opportunity to see as much TV content as you can. You know what happened? So I just realized this is not new news. What this is Dog TV, which has been available already, at least through DirecTV, is now available to watch in the UK. That's all this story is. Huh. I thought this whole time that Dog TV was adding additional programming. It is not. What it is it's giving you folks in the UK a chance to let your dogs watch Dog TV. So, yeah. Created after 3 years of research, the channel will air scientifically tested programming aiming to alleviate symptoms of conditions such as separation anxiety, loneliness, and stress. It will also have shows to help owners better understand and look after their pets. So, if you're in the UK and you have a dog, congratulations. Coming up on Monday, you'll be able to let your dogs watch Dog TV. And all the behavioral problems that you're experiencing with your animals will go away. Fixing behavioral problems going away, not guaranteed. There's a story if you want to read more about it. Lady K. Oh, but many people don't believe that animals know what is going on the TV screen. My cat will sit and watch TV with me. I've seen some great TikTok/Instagram reels of dogs and animals wanting to chase things that are like running on the TV or interacting with them. Yeah. Quiet I Am Gaming. I might have figured it was a channel dedicated to the bounty hunter. I see what you did there. Dog the Bounty Hunter. I need a Chrissy TV version of that. Well, it's interesting. Coming in 2023, Chrissy Dog TV. It's a hybrid between everything they learned from Dog TV and the needs of all Chrissies. Probably. All right. Anyone who's not seen Arturo in a while, here you go.
Who's got the cutest pet on the internet? I have this one, so cute.
That is, in fact, definitively the cutest pet on the internet. There you go. I am Hefty Goof. Next, we'll have a story coming up about an animal that was lost in Glacier Park, but it might not be the type of animal you're expecting. Glacier Park is a national park, and therefore you might be thinking it's some sort of wild animal. Maybe it's not. Also, today is the 8th day on the countdown till potentially I have a chance to meet Chrissy Icky for the first time in real life. Because Chrissy has been an internet friend for like years. And we might be going to a place and drinking wine together. In an outdoor space, and I'm very excited. So should it come to fruition, and I'm not cursing it, Chrissy, can't wait to meet you in real life. All right, more still to come on this edition of the show. We have the clip of the day and takeaways that were pretty okay. So what is something you learned from the show? Please let us know. Get ready to know, at least. Let us know what that is. That is on the way on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. Weekend, I hope you are looking forward to it. There are going to be things like Kate Zade's stream coming up tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Pacific time. Chris M.E. will be streaming at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Or actually, I think Chris is at Disneyland, so maybe a variable stream schedule for Chris. Maybe multiple streams is what I believe Chris told us earlier this week when Chris M.E. was guest hosting. Either way, it should be a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy it, whichever streams you're watching this weekend. And I also hope that Kiki Lowe got some sleep, because Kiki was up playing a tournament until like midnight Pacific time. So that's an overnight, because I believe it's an 8-hour difference between Pacific time and the UK. So, long day. Long day, in fact. I played some really poor Apex yesterday. Like, real bad. I had pretty high hopes for this season because I played on launch day for a couple hours. I felt pretty good about things. In the ranked and all that stuff. And then, since then, I have not performed as well as I had hoped. Which is very disappointing. Because, like I said, I had high hopes for this season. I thought maybe this would be the one. I was wrong. Multiple streams for sure. That is a guarantee from one Chris M. Yee. And then next week, a week from Saturday, is the 4th edition of Kiki Cup. GMS is, again, a proud sponsor of Kiki Cup. And you can sign up for this free-to-play, anyone can enter Apex Legends Kill Race by going to thekikicup.com. Once again, GMS will be giving away Apex coins, and we will be there in part to help with the casting along with Chris M. Yee and Kiki Lowe. It all starts 12 o'clock-ish Pacific time on Saturday, November 20th. Find out more, thekikicup.com, and to get registered. Oh, is there a big event at Disneyland which is prompting this visit from you, Chris, or is this just a, I'm going to Disneyland because I live in SoCal and love Disneyland visit? And if you find any of the Rescue Rangers, you should always share them as well. Yeah, I agree. Brendan says, ooh, next Saturday. Excellent. We love a Kiki Cup. Yes, one of my favorite tournaments on the internet. Very excited about it. Chris says, it's the start of the holiday season. Well, that's exciting. Do they do, like, special events for the holiday season? Do they have, like, holiday lights or, like, can you get special holiday food and beverage? There you go. Answered it right off the bat. So they're going to have Christmas parade and fireworks. They're going to have new holiday foods. Yeah, Chrissy, since you can't make it there yourself, tune in for Chris M.U.'s stream because it's just like being there. All right, welcome to Happy Hour. Population Downs. I thought you started right at the beginning of the show. I mean, I realize now it just became 4:41. In the UK. But still, we gave you permission right off the bat. You didn't need to wait. Tracer, how have you been? How have the streams? How are you liking the new season of Apex? Because Tracer is still, I believe, and Tracer, you're welcome to correct me if I'm wrong, still primarily streaming Apex Legends, correct? Chrissy said, I'll have to check it out. I used to live 5 minutes away. Was there every day. I miss it so much. I didn't know you lived in SoCal. I'm learning so much. Tracer, so many questions. Well, be sure to tune in the stream, and then you can have Chris answer your questions live from Disneyland. Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of Disneyland. I'm excited to go back because I have not been now. It's the longest stretch, and this is a privileged opportunity, in my opinion. As long as I've been not to one of the Disneys. So I was in Orlando back in like 2018. I didn't go just because I was at a convention, didn't have enough time. But I was planning to take at least my daughter in 2020. And look what happened. Did undergrad in Riverside and lived in Anaheim for Disney reasons. What a smart move, though. It's like, hey, if I'm going to go to college down here, might as well live close to Disneyland. Yeah, I was talking to Sports.Gaming quite a bit about this because there's some places in Anaheim that Sean has stayed at, but when we have a chance to take the families, it's like, well, are there any like people you know and whatnot, places we could stay? And then it dawned on me, well, maybe there are, now that we've started the stream. We can go stay at Chrissy's old Riverside apartment, dormitory, cardboard box. I don't know how you lived back in the day. Well, I am planning a trip to the Los Angeles area, but of course that is for the Kiki Superphonic honeymoon celebration. So I'll be there for that at some point, but I would love to take the family to one of the Disneys. I'd like to go to Orlando, but we'll have to see what the future holds, since everything is still difficult. We'll see. I mean, it's all about the finances, Chris. All about the finances. I would love if we could find a way to make all of that happen together, where I could take my kiddo, at least my oldest, to Disneyland while also hanging out with Kiki and Super. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what's in the cards, chat. A lot to be determined. If you aren't a member of our Discord and you would like to be, well, we invite you to. You can go here. That's our Discord. Join it. Love it. Live it. It's a lot of fun. Everyone who's involved with Gaming Morning Show, thank you so much for making this a fun week. Good amount of shows that we were able to do. Chris M.E. stepped in a couple of times to guest host. It was a lot of fun. We had Austin on yesterday because Austin didn't have school. So it was really fun. I really enjoy the show. We have lots of folks. This part of it, where it's just me in this big open space, is the worst version of the show. But you make it fun, chat, and I appreciate you being here. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. What is something you learned from today's show? We'll have clip of the day coming up as well. And the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews, where we recap the headlines of the day, video game style. So stick around. All of that is ahead. If you're watching on Twitch, we will send you somewhere after the show is over, and you could say good morning from GMS. We always appreciate that. It's a lot of fun. All right, let's take a look and see what's happening. If you've ever been to Glacier Park, it's a beautiful, so I'm from Montana. I grew up about 45 minutes from Glacier Park. It is the one to go to in Montana if you want scenery. If you want to go to a place that has more wildlife, and granted, they both have the other thing, but Yellowstone's the one where, like, the wildlife, especially if you're into, like, bison and deer and stuff, like, they're all over the place in Yellowstone. And Yellowstone is only partially in Montana. It's primarily in some state called Wyoming. But still, you know, Montana has a lot of space and 2 national parks. So Glacier's the one to go to for the scenery. However, this particular family was going on a hike, and they lost a bear. not their bear, or a real bear. It was a teddy bear. There was a little girl who lost a special teddy bear that she'd had since being adopted from an Ethiopian orphanage and thought it was gone forever. They had lost it on the trail. However, as one does now when things go awry, you turn to social media, right? We've seen social media lost connections like, hey, I went to school with this person and they let me borrow their red pen. And it's been 20 years and I'd like to return their red pen to them because it was theirs. And I feel bad and guilty about having had it with me my whole life. Will you help me find this person? And then those connections are found. Same with this kind of situation. So they were there, and because of the social media, sharp eyes and the soft heart of a park ranger, and the closure of a hiking trail because of grizzly bear activity on the same day a family visited the park, the teddy bear is back in the arms of a 6-year-old Naomi Pascal in Jackson, Wyoming. Here's something I find interesting that kind of is a little overlooked by the story from Amy Beth Hansen of the Associated Press, is this reads, thanks to the sharp eyes and soft heart of a park ranger, and the closure of a hiking trail because of a grizzly bear. It's like, yeah, just earlier, that same day, there was that family traveling the trail. And it was like, we saw a grizzly bear. We had to close it down. Ben and Addie Pascal, I believe, are the adopted parents of Naomi. They gave this teddy bear to Naomi in 2016 when she was first adopted. So the teddy bear has been all over the place. They've taken it to Rwanda and Croatia and Greece, some of the places that they visited. And Pascal took the kids to Montana in October 2020, and Teddy was there for the adventure. And sure enough, went on this hike and, lost the bear. However, Ranger Tom Mazzarisi, a bear specialist in Glacier, found the stuffed bear. It was soaking wet and it was sitting in melting snow. They were able to recover it. I'm sure it's got a good cleaning, and bada bing, bada boom. Naomi was reunited with the teddy bear. Our good friend Mike O, Warm and Fuzzy Mike O, had that story earlier in the show. Reunited and it feels so good. KJ, thank you for being here with the final hour crew, even if it is the final 10 minutes.
Hello, FHC.
KJ did check in a little bit earlier, so to be fair, KJ has at least been able to check mark 2 different hours of the show. So you get credit for that. We will not dock your viewership record, KJ. Finally on break. I hope work is going as well as it can be. KJ did inform us that KJ recently was promoted at work, but will now have Fridays and Mondays conflict with Gaming Morning Show. All right, let's do the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews. This is a recap of the headlines of the day. We share these every single show in the 6 o'clock hour with our hashtag video game expert, Sean. And if you missed any of it, well, by all means, follow us on Twitter, won't you? At WatchGMS. And when you go there, all you have to do is search the hashtag
GMS Morning Gaming News.
And you'll find all of these stories. Xbox Design Lab has fun new design options, according to Wesley LeBlanc of Game Informer. And I bring that up because I am jealous that there is a design lab for Xbox controllers, because I would actually be interested in having a very custom PlayStation controller. So kudos to you, Microsoft and Xbox, for having a way to make really neat things. I think there were some new colors available, some metallic finishes, rubberized grips, whole bunch of stuff available for Xbox controllers now. You can also watch Twitch on your Nintendo Switch, according to Joseph Knoop of IGN. We talked about this. I think the upside to it is, if your phone's not as large, or you want a kickstand, or Load Last Checkpoint, our good friend who streams at Load Last Checkpoint on Twitch, mentioned this is also helpful if you only are able to do the docking station, because now you can watch it up on your TV. Brendan says, Twitch on a Switch? Is there a hitch? Nah, they decided to do this after their glitch. And then also Far Cry leaves Ubisoft, don't call me Ubisoft, after a 10-year run. Wesley LeBlanc of Game Informer had that story as well. According to the story, and what I remember Sean saying, I believe had nothing to do with the current Ubisoft issues, but I don't know. Must have been one good pitch. That's true. And if you think about it, these best ideas sometimes come after an itch for creative thinking. Quiet says, this is why I really want to work for myself. If the only employee can't come in, I only have myself to blame. True. Out today, Shin Megami Tensei 5 for Switch, and the Game & Watch, The Legend of Zelda, which is the Game & Watch handheld. So if you're looking for a very small version of a handheld game like Zelda, there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. It's out today. Name of the morning, Punk Wars, out today for PC. Quiet I Am Gaming, I'm sorry, not you, it was Kalaf, brought us some sort of game that also came out yesterday that had something to do with zombies. So if you're looking for a new zombies game, Kalaf has it for you. And it came out yesterday, which is not something that we do on the show. We don't typically share what is out yesterday. I don't believe we even share what is out tomorrow, but we do share what is out today. And today's Name of the Morning was Punk Wars, out for PC.
Hashtag GMS Name of the Morning.
This song you're hearing right now is the acoustic version of the single out now on Spotify, Amazon Music, and more. It's from Kathleen L. It's called Nervous.
What you're saying to me makes me nervous. You're breathing out of my league. I'm hoping you're not tease. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. No one ever learned to
Kathleen L. is a former 5 Questions GMS guest, and you can find all of the past episodes of 5 Questions GMS on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Gaming Morning Show. There's the link if you're looking for the epilepsy warning. That's not what you were trying to convey, Kalaf. If you're looking for the zombies game, which has a necessary epilepsy warning, it's on Steam. You can click that link there. Lady Cake says, not so fun fact. The reason so few crossplay games go to PlayStation because Sony charge game companies to have the crossplay with them. The reasoning is that they don't want players spending money elsewhere, but in denying us crossplay, they're forcing us to do just that if we want to play games with non-PlayStation folks. There you go.
Lady K, fact of the day.
K-Laugh. Quiet I Am Gaming says, yes, when you get me mixed up with K-Laugh, that means my understudy work is almost complete. That is true. We did have a Quiet substitute for head of research and development the other day. So, there you go. All right, it's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Here it is. It's the clip of the day. Toot toot. They teach you in lawyer school, like, just whatever you do, do not show emotion no matter what.
Hey, Sean. Where'd you get the goal celebration?
It's in the item shop.
Yeah, I know.
Is it in the Ecto 1 thing?
Featured.
You're listening live to a tutorial on how to buy things from the Rocket League shop.
It's really expensive.
It's a good thing our side conversations never go out on air.
No, it's fine.
That'd be awkward.
Okay, we're good.
This could be my side conversation game.
Oh gosh.
It's okay. No one else can see this. This is just for us. It's in the featured item shop. So don't tell anybody else.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Just so good. Just so good. Sean had an excellent show today. On fire. Nice work. It is now 8:55. What are your takeaways that were pretty okay? What is something you learned from today's show we would like to know? And then we will send you somewhere if you are watching on Twitch. And that place that we will send you here in just a few moments is to DJ Night. Playing some Back for Blood. DJ Night is where we will send you a comfortable channel with a focus on space and sci-fi games with some added variety. Check it out. DJ Night is where we will send you coming up here shortly. From Gaming Morning Show, please say good morning from GMS. Gosh. Someone was having a hell of a show, and I want to say it was Quiet I Am Gaming. That was according to Sean earlier in the show. Looking really quick. Hey. Yeah, I don't remember if it was. Quiet did say something good about the Calgary Flames, though, so forgive me. All right.
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award.
Congratulations to Quiet I Am Gaming, winner of today's Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award. Brendan with the Twitch jokes and the very beginning thing that you did, the dad joke. Honorable mention to you, Brendan. So, nice work today. Proud of you. All right, takeaways that were pretty okay. What's something you learned from today's show? Chris, my takeaway is I'm looking forward to the Shancert. That's right. As a result of your kindness, helping us fund the upcoming year during the GMS Anniversary Special, one of our redemptions you could do with a certain number of dollars pledged was to request a song for an upcoming concert by Sean, which is now officially the Superphonic Memorial Super Gig starring Sports.Gaming, a Shancert, which is something we learned. KJ, y'all are the absolute best, and I'm glad to spend my breaks with you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Quiet, my first one that wasn't because you forgot to give out one on the previous day. Sure. Hey, whatever it takes to win Billy Thundergun. I'm proud of you. I can't remember. I announced it as we were going away yesterday. Who won it yesterday? We didn't write it down because I yelled it at the very end of the show. So sometimes Billy Thundergun gets a little bit lost. But you know what? Billy Thundergun is found here with Gaming Morning Show. Today I learned that a warm and fuzzy mic is someone that you can cuddle up with if you're ever in a Star Wars movie that also has a little bit of a Titanic hybrid. Thank you, Downs. K-Laugh, everyone won yesterday. So imagine the old couple in Titanic laying on the bed that are just hugging each other knowing their impending doom. It's a mix of that and the scene from the snowy Star Wars movie where Luke has to split open the thing that Luke was riding and then sleep inside of it. That's what I can do with the warm and fuzzy mic. It makes sense. Look it up. It's on the internet. All right, we're sending you somewhere. A DJ night is where we're going on Twitch. Subscriber or follower only chat. So please, if you were able, hang around until your follow and such goes through so you can say good morning from GMS. We always appreciate that very, very much. I hope everyone has as good of a weekend as they can. Thank you for spending time with us this morning on Gaming Morning Show. For Austin, for Mike, for Sean, I am Hefty Goof. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you again on Monday for more of Gaming Morning Show. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, at GamingMorningshow.tv.